You
group
don't
chat
have to say
podcast.
anything, Trip.
Well, you don't have to be a retard.
All right, welcome back. I'm keeping that in. Welcome back to the family group chat.
Podcast.
It's been like almost 2 weeks because we've been low-key busy, I guess, slash just hanging out anyway. So we didn't really feel
Yep.
the need to record. So the last time we recorded was like the night before I drove down to College Station. So I guess we'll talk about
Yeah.
that. I went down there, just straight yapped for like 2 days straight with an 8 hour rest in between, basically. And we got free canes. Someone else got free canes too. Um,
I got free canes as
you got
well.
free canes.
I
Also,
got free canes.
uh,
We
Mr.
all
Hall
three
sang me
did.
happy birthday today. I got a happy
Oh,
birthday from Mr. Hall.
that's awesome.
It was
Oh,
pretty
I
wholesome.
forgot about that. Not about your birthday. About, never mind.
About what then? Because I didn't tell you that.
It made me, it reminded me of something very niche in my head
Yep.
that I forgot about, but I didn't need to audiate that. So that's on me, King. Keep going.
You're good. Um, so after I got down from College Station, the cat started pissing on the couch every night, and
Hmm.
so we had to put her in the legroom. This is the light gray one, Natasha. We put her in the legroom. We bought like a big old hi. We bought like a giant cat tree. It's like 6 feet tall, and so we had to put that in there. We had to put a litter box, and it's annoying because she hates being in there. And then we took her to the vet, and she's getting meds. The reason she started pissing is just from random stress because crypto's getting bigger, and for some reason my fat ass cat just started attacking her out of nowhere, even though she's lived here for like 9 months. So
That's crazy.
she just needs to go in there for a while.
Just stupid.
She's an idiot.
Stupid cat.
Stupid
Um,
cat.
one of the biggest developments is I rearranged my room. I'm gonna give a tour, a very limited tour because I can't move this very far. I put more posters everywhere. I bought that poster the other day. And I put
Why?
Polaroids everywhere, and I hung up all the steel books and the little magnets. And I brought Pulp Fiction. And I put Barbenheimer poster here. And I put like Blu-ray things everywhere, like discs. Uh, there's over there. That's just there because it's daytime. And I put the two signed things like next to each other. I put Batman and Revenge of the Sith. And I put Suicide Squad over there. That's that's the light. And then I bought another
Heck,
poster that's
dude.
gonna go up here above my computer. It's a Star Wars one. Um,
Cool.
oh, there's also I forgot to tell you, I don't know if I told you this. So I went to Target and they were like taking Superman stuff down. And so they had this like giant sign slash poster thing, and it was just like sitting on a cart with like other stuff that looked like trash. So I asked them, I was like, "Can I have that?" And they were like, "Yeah, I guess." They were like, "This is actually a really cool poster thing." So I'll show you a picture later, but it's like in the hallway above my linen closet, and I like put it on the ceiling, so you have to look up, and then it's Superman. It's pretty cool because it didn't really
Hmm.
go anywhere in here, and there's already Superman stuff in here.
Nice.
Um, oh, the tattoo ideas. We figured out tattoo ideas. We need to talk about that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
We can jump right into that.
let's just jump. Let's just jump into it.
Let's just jump right in.
I
Keep this
don't think
out.
my week is interesting enough to discuss. I don't do
I
much.
feel similarly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good stuff.
So first tattoo will be Luke 11:34, probably here. And then y'all, Trip, what's your first one?
This is my first tattoo.
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 So what we got is, well, one sec. Yeah. Okay. So
Well, we should all draw our tattoos on here. Okay. We each just need
I got like a
we need a section. Oh.
Oh, oh.
Ooh. Are you sure you want that?
Do you know what that means? So we got a mascot.
Oh, Lake Country.
Lake Country. Oh, what an awful tattoo to get.
nah, it's gonna be so black.
Is there not a filler tool? There's gotta be, right?
Brother, I don't
Hey,
know. I didn't
this is
design
my
this thing.
this is my section. I'm drawing my tattoos. Leave me alone.
Okay, so this is my tattoo.
Epic.
It will
Here,
say
I'll put mine above.
no. It'll say Luke 12:24.
Hey, it's from the same book.
No, it's not. Yeah, or same book. Yeah, they're about to say same
Mhm.
chapter.
So contrarian, bro.
You're gonna say same chapter. It's the next chapter. So this discusses. This is my. Wait, which one will be on the screen? Wait.
Messed up my
Oh, y'all.
sir.
Is this what y'all can see right now?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sick.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what are
Is
y'all
this
looking at?
loss?
Am I stupid?
I'm
I am.
scrolling in. Hold
Is,
on.
is this
There we
loss?
go.
Where's my eraser?
I'm gonna zoom in because I'm the one recording my computer. Wait, are we all like zoomed in at the same degree?
It's based off of
No,
my.
I'm
It's
I'm way
based off
zoomed
of
out.
my because I started the whiteboard. Okay, so we're doing a tour. This is my tattoo. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a little
Not
raven.
not the bottom part.
Maybe. Well, what do you mean not the bottom part?
Can you not see the
No.
LCCS? Yeah, that
Yes,
not
I
the
can, but I don't. I'm not worried about that. And it's gonna have like a little like body or something.
bottom.
No, it's not. It's actually just gonna have like a neck,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna cut off, and it's gonna have a raven head, and it's gonna say that on it. Um, Basically because I like symbolism, and I don't like the thought of uh writing out a whole verse. I'd rather just have the reference so you can do the work yourself,
So you could do the
or
work
so that I can
yourself.
ex so well, because the thing is, if you have a verse written on your body and someone reads it, they're gonna read it and say, "Yeah, that's pretty cool." But if you have a verse reference on your body and the picture with it, they're gonna be like, "Hmm, what's the reference?" And they're gonna ask you, "Hey, what is that tattoo about?" And you're gonna be able to give them both the explanation of what the verse is and what it means, and also an explanation of what it means to you. So that means that you're just given better opportunities to evangelize via uh, whenever you have more ambiguity in the things that you put on your body. It gives you more stuff to talk about. I'd rather wear a shirt that has like Tyler the Creator, Igor on it, than a shirt that says I enjoy listening to Igor by Tyler the Creator because like in theory, it's pretty stupid. Though I would kind of like that shirt. It'd be pretty funny. But branding. Um, but yeah, so that's the explanation. But oh, the explanation of the tattoo. Luke 12:24. Let me pull it real quick. It says, okay, well, I have the general idea there.
Or why'd I forget my other tattoo?
Actually, now that I think of it, I probably don't even write down. I don't even write down like exact references in my journal whenever I write down verses because I don't like I feel like transcribing them doesn't help me personally as much, and it is my journal. However, I do like memorizing verses for the sake of it, so I should probably memorize this one. Um,
Probably.
but verse memory, if I'm working on my own faith, verse memory is not going to be as important to me as just learning. Um, Luke 12:24. Consider the ravens, they do not sow or reap, yet they have no storeroom or barn, yet God feeds them. Sorry, not yet they have no storeroom. Let me just re-say it. Consider the ravens. They do not sow or reap. They have no storeroom or barn, yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable are you than birds? And then the next two verses say, who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest? The ravens um, are a symbol of like having faith in God's uh, what is
Provision.
it? Provision. Yes, that was the word that I was looking for.
I
Um,
got you, King.
and his
That's pretty
provision,
well.
in the same way that mana is symbolic of it. I love any sort of mana symbolic because it's Old Testament, New Testament matching, and I really like that. Um, but specifically, no, I don't have a Old Testament reference. It was just something we were going over in church on Sunday that was talking about mana and God's provision. And I don't remember if he exactly spoke about if it was Matthew 6 he was talking about or if it was Luke 12, but those are the same situation, same deal.
Both Sermon on the Mount.
Yes. Um,
Wonderful
and
passages.
so yeah, I love the Raven. Also, side note, Ravens play tonight. I'm gonna add this little
Frick
side
yeah,
note.
dude.
Pick um
What does this do?
Ravens tonight. Devontae Walker
Yeah.
dropping a touchdown. Walker.
Walker.
I'm calling it right there. That actually says greater than zero point 0.5 touchdowns, but this pin is very delayed, so it feels kind of weird. So,
No, I'll zoom in.
calling it right now. It is September 22nd, 2025 at
It's my
4:52
birthday.
p.m. It is Christopher
Wait,
Martinez's 19th birthday,
wait. Your
and
phone say 4:52?
my laptop says 4:52.
Oh, okay. I was wondering because Apple time is always synced up.
My
I was on
my
4:50.
my PC says 450 and my iPad says 451.
My
Mine,
laptop says 4:51. My second monitor says 4:51.
Your second monitor.
Um, but yeah, that's the meaning of my tattoo. Take it away, Chris.
okay.
Actually, here, let me. I
No,
can.
I'm moving because I'm the one recording. It's on my computer, so I'm like going around. I'm at Drew's right now,
Oh,
so
okay, sick.
you go.
Yeah, okay, I can go. So this is my first one. I want to get this like on my on this side of my forearm right here. Um,
Yeah.
this is this is the sketch that I'm going to be showing to the tattoo artist, but largely it's just a keyboard.
This
Um,
is what you're gonna show him.
this is what I'm showing him. This is exactly what I want.
Let me pull up my podcast.
No,
You
but
follow
so
actors?
oh, that'd be so bad. But anyway, so on there's three keys that have crosses on them. This one, yeah, and yeah. And they um, outlined the three pieces to an Orthodox cross. So like the first one has this upper John, the second one has this middle John, and Lauren has the foot John. So
The
like
foot John.
the foot John, yeah. So I picked a G suspended chord because it's Jesus and Jesus sounds very similar.
Jesus.
Jesus.
TK.
So with the Orthodox cross, I specifically separated them because each part of it has its own meaning. So the first one, like the little upper cross John, is supposed to be in reference to the headboard above Jesus' head when he was crucified that said, "This is Jesus, King of the Jews." Um, basically showing God's authority. Um, the middle one, like the general cross where his hands were, is supposed to show Jesus' sacrifice. Um, obviously, I mean it's the cross. And then this last one, where the foot John goes, it's angled for a reason because they're specifically supposed to point to each of the two thieves on the cross next to Jesus, where one is pointing up because of the thief that repented and gave himself to Christ, so he would be seen in heaven, and the thief that rejected Christ and mocked him, and he would be seen in hell. Uh, so yeah,
By
that's my
someone.
first one. Where we separate it all out and blah blah blah, all that stuff. And then I'm just gonna get First John 4
You're showing that handwriting too.
4. Just gonna get First John 4 4 on the other side of my arm on the same length. And that says, "You, dear brothers and sisters, have overcome them, for the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world." I have yet to decide if I want to actually put more than the reference there, uh, or if I just want the reference. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's the play.
I reread all three Johns the other night too.
Fi. I love those books.
Yeah. My term.
Obviously.
Fire.
Yeah.
Chris's term.
Chris's turn.
All right, first, simple. Luke 11:34. It's right. It's right over here. Let me read it. Let me bring my microphone. Says your eyes the lamp of your body. When your eyes are good, your whole body also is full of light. That's what that means. And then this is the Batman logo, except it's not drawn very well. But specifically, the one from Matt Reeves' Batman trilogy is the one I want. And then this is, oh,
There's that little.
no, they can read that. It says,
Nah, here's the transcript for you.
so it's from my favorite monologue in any movie or TV show, and it's just the last line, which is like, representation of what the
See you,
whole
Chase.
bit is about. And it's just maybe it is all part of God's plan. And then dash, and then the Daredevil logo. And then this is the coolest one. It's gonna go on like the back of my arm, and it's like you can't really tell what it is unless you look for a second, and then you realize. And it's sort of like kind of all the way down my arm, like that. And then it's the twin suns on Tatooine and all that. So here's all of our here's all our work. It's a good screenshot. Okay.
Yeah, good stuff,
Good job,
fellas.
guys.
All right.
Good.
Closing. Is this lost over here at the top left?
Is that
That
lost?
was I don't know what loss really is or means or anything, but that was what I remembered of it.
Frick, I can't reproduce loss. I just can recognize it.
Yeah, I actually don't know, but I can only
I
recognize it.
remember that the last one is like one vertical and one horizontal.
I have
I
no
feel I
idea.
just
Yeah.
you don't know
Um,
the lore of Loss,
Oh,
it's a
no.
little,
the little comic strip, and the chick on her deathbed.
yeah. And then the guys that go in to see her or whatever.
Yeah,
Mm,
That's it.
sounds
that's
interesting.
it's not that interesting. It's
It's
only
just
interesting because
funny.
people reference it all the
It's
time.
just funny. Look, it's lost in a height
Yeah,
of places. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Also, next time I go down, we're gonna do Harry Potter marathon weekend. Then we'll do a whole Harry Potter episode,
frick yeah, dude.
and that'll be hype. We'll go over like rankings and best characters and stuff. Draft
But
like
Nice.
Harry Potter drafts. It's gonna be
so so last night, Trip and I watched Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yes.
That movie is incredible. So, uh, me personally,
Movie's really good.
it really is. But the Final Destination movies are like my turn my brain off movies that are just mindless fun because that's exactly what they are. It's like they don't actually have any like
and that's okay.
theme or meaning, or they try
Yeah.
to, but it doesn't matter at all. Um, so I was like, people apparently think this movie is good. Going into it, I hadn't seen any advertising. I had only heard, yeah, people think this movie is good, which confused me because I didn't think it would work well in today's cinematic climate. Um, so I I had I had interesting expectations going in, but the this was a co-directed movie by oh my gosh, what are their names?
I am on Letterboxd right now.
Al
Adam B. Stein
Alabast.
and Zach Lipovsky.
Yes.
Interesting last
They
name. That's pretty cool.
They did their research on the movie, on the Final Destination franchise, because they know exactly what makes those movies work, and
They certainly watched
absolutely,
those movies.
they certainly at least watched them, if not more than once.
They have a leg up on the of the Multiverse of Madness writers who
Yeah,
didn't
Yeah.
watch WandaVision.
it's insane.
Yeah.
That is truly insane. No,
Or
but
the Halo writers, the Halo TV
yeah,
show writers who did not
Uh,
know or
any
play Halo.
Yeah,
stupid.
what was that? A lot of video
So
games.
stupid.
Really good though. Yeah.
True.
Really good. Like the acting is in my opinion really bad. The main character cannot stand the face she makes the entire movie. She's always making this like YouTube thumbnail face at everything, and it's really annoying because it's like, please give us something.
Well, okay.
And it's like
Her
she doesn't need to
acting,
give us something, but it's that like just because it's fittingly bad for the situation doesn't mean it's good. But it's not as bad as like it could be because for that like because of that that little bit. But basically it is like perfect in terms of subverting your expectations, which is that Final Destination was like decent at like how is this person gonna die? This movie is like how is this person gonna die? Oh, they're gonna die this way. Wait, no, they're not. Wait, no, they are, but
slightly different.
slightly different, and they teased us, and then it completely something completely different actually happens,
Yeah.
and it's like it's awesome.
Yeah, because in like pretty much all the previous Final Destination movies, before a big event or a death happens, you have like all of these oddly specific camera shots of different things that are like
Mhm.
maybe something is broken a little
It's
bit or
like
the
a
screw isn't
premonition.
fully in. Yeah, but you like as the audience, you are shown kind of how the Rube Goldberg machine is going to play out. But
Hmm.
what Bloodlines does is it does do that, but it gives you those shots for things that maybe aren't really even involved fully. Or I think of specifically the scene in the barbecue where
This is a trailer scene, so this is not
yes,
spoilers.
yes, where a piece of glass falls into some ice, and then they scoop the ice into different glasses, and then pretty much every character in the scene has it. So
Hmm.
they make everyone who's about to take a sip of a glass. There's so much dread and emphasis on who has the glass,
Hmm.
but there's it
You don't know
literally
who has it.
you don't know
Like
who
you're
has
like
it the whole
anyone
time.
who takes a sip could die from drinking this giant shard of glass.
And this is
Yes.
I don't see I haven't watched this trailer, so I don't know how much of it you
It's
see.
not. The trailer shows that it's gonna have some actual like really good sauce. Like really is gonna like the trailer was good. I was like, yo, this is actually gonna be probably good. And then, but that scene is like one of the best scenes I've seen in a horror movie. It
How
is
much
perfectly
how
done.
much of that scene did they show?
They showed what they showed was a shard of glass. They showed a lawnmower falling off of the or a lawnmower starting because a rake hits it. They showed a rake being underneath the trampoline. They showed the grill firing up. So they showed the different components, but they did not show how any of them play out. Except, well, they did show that
So
the lawnmower will kill someone. I think
so
I think they did, and they showed a
I
girl
will
screaming.
say the deal with the glass is done very well and it highly subverts your expectations.
Yes,
But saying anything more would be a spoiler if that's all they showed.
right.
But the movie is great at what it does through its kills most of the time is they will set like one minor detail up really early and
Hmm.
then they will give you a ton of other details that
That make you
either
forget.
that make you forget about the thing that they set up earlier,
Yeah,
and that gives it the satisfaction of whenever that detail that you saw oddly pointed out earlier, whenever that actually
yeah,
hits and is part of the kill, it's that much better, and it's
yeah. Because it's like,
that much more shocking.
yeah. Because then it's like, there's not a shot in this movie that's like left out to dry. That's like, wait, why didn't they show us that earlier? It's like, no, like
Everything
they show
it's
that, and
all
it's like,
intentional.
no, that's gonna happen at some point. You just have to wait and
Yeah.
wait, and it's really good. Chris, I actually think you should watch that movie.
Do I need to watch the other ones or can I just
I
watch?
mean, it would
To
make it
fully
better,
appreciate
but
it, yeah. But
it
like
would make it better.
you could really enjoy yourself just watching it.
Yeah,
But
you
like
can just watch it,
I
understand
think
the
just
premise.
watch the first two, which like they're
Yes. Yeah.
watch the first two, but you don't have to watch like the other five.
The other ones are bad though. Like
Yeah.
the first two are, well, the first two are 2000s horror movie gimmick that is
Other
rerun
90s.
every movie. Yeah, whatever. Like the kind of era.
Yeah.
Um, and it shows. So it's like they're not like really good, but the concept is very interesting for the first one. And the second one is also pretty interesting, even though it is a recycled concept. This one, though, actually is not a recycled concept because there is more to the plot, but not so much that it gets annoying.
It's so it's done so well like so okay. It's called Bloodlines because I feel like this is not a spoiler because this doesn't say anything about what happens. But instead of tracking through um all of the people that died in an incident one on one, it basically it says that one person survived theirs for so long that the people that should have died in this accident had families, and now death is going for the families that should never have existed.
Oh,
Hmm.
like the TVA?
It's
Yes, like
essentially,
the
yeah,
TVA.
it is.
Funny.
It's really well done, and like, and there's so many callbacks to previous movies that are woven in really well.
Yeah,
That are like, and like, there is a specific callback to a previous movie, and I think that is arguably the best decision made in the entire. I think it's the best decision they make in the entire movie.
we're talking
One
about
of
the
my
ending.
favorite, yes,
Yeah,
but no spoilers.
of course, of course.
One of the best callbacks, one of the best decisions I've seen. It's so good,
The
so
ending was
just
truly perfect.
yeah. You should watch it though. It's and if you turn your brain off, it is better than if you don't turn your brain off. Because if you don't turn your brain off, you're gonna be like, all right, well, this movie's got some pretty bad acting. This movie's
Because they
got
do.
some silly moments. It's a little corny at times,
It's
but most of
campy.
the time
It's
it's
campy as
campy.
frick.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would say don't take the first two too seriously, but like
Yeah.
definitely watch them for the sake of getting the references to them, because understanding the
Hmm.
references and bloodlines to the first two movies is very satisfying. Because also they largely ignore the later movies, which I find hilarious and I think was the correct decision.
Yeah, because I heard
Yeah.
the other one that they made two, and then the other ones were super bad.
Yeah.
So Final Destination 3, interestingly, has Mary Elizabeth Winstead is the main character. That's the third one though, and they don't really call back. Well, I don't know if they call back to it. Not, I say that. I don't know if they call back to that much. I didn't. Nothing big was a callback to number two. The big stuff was a callback to numbers one, or sorry, number three. The big callbacks were to number one and two,
Yeah.
and number one and two are the most interesting ones. Are
Okay.
the best.
Because one and two, like two is like a genuine continuation of one, whereas the later movies will reference what, like, you'll have a scene that references what happens in those movies, but it doesn't matter. Whereas, like, you actually revisit some characters from one and two, and it, like, I don't know. It's more of a genuine continuation. So,
And it's not like stupid cameos. It's like just like plot elements
Yeah.
and like
yeah.
little like hints here and there. Like it's like Easter eggs almost. Instead of like you're not gonna have character from Final Destination 1, the main character from Final Destination 1, come back to life and jump through a magic portal and be like, "Hey, I'm here to beat death," and then everyone
Geek.
is like, "Yay!" Like,
Yay.
no, that's not what it is.
There's one character that is um like I don't remember. So Bloodworth, I don't remember if Bloodworth shows up in the later movies, but he's like a large part of the first two. Um, he has so much aura, bro. Bloodworth is like aura incarnate.
That is a
I'm gonna
very
be
cool
honest, I
name.
don't remember him. But I also
That's
watched
very
the
sad,
first few movies like 5 or 6 years ago.
bro. Yeah, no, Bloodworth has aura for real, but they don't explain like his character doesn't have any like he's kind of just there for pure aura and doesn't really have a character.
Hmm.
Outside of that, whereas Bloodlines actually humanizes him and like gives his character motivation and uh yeah, it's like it does a good job of making his character more real.
Yeah.
I Well, I added those two to the watch list. So
Good. Good to
speaking of what I've been watching, oh, y'all also watched Us,
Yes, we
Yes.
did.
or one and a half of y'all watched Us.
I
Fell
fell
asleep.
asleep for most of it because I was very tired. In
See,
case that wasn't clear enough.
see, the
That's
Um,
why
difference
you
is
fell
I fall
asleep.
asleep during 50 Shades of Grey movies, and you fall asleep during Us.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
My brain
probably
stays
because you're
awake for
gay.
good movies. Well,
That was a long day
since
though.
last episode, I watched Superman twice, 2 days in a row. It's now tied, and honestly, I'll probably watch it again tonight, so it might just surpass the Batman anyway. I was gonna try to keep it even, but
What's your
I,
number
I
one?
want to watch it tonight. Uh, the best movie of all time, Revenge of the Sith, is at 16, and this is at 14. About to go to
Revenge
15.
of the Sith is mid.
It sure is.
It's good. It's not the greatest movie of all time though.
Oh, it is. If you've watched all of Clone Wars and you watch the 4 hour version, it
I've
is.
watched
That's
all of Clone Wars, and I also
stupid.
watched the 4 hour version. I can say it is not the
In like your
greatest movie of
top,
all
it's
time.
like 21 though, so it's like
21?
It
21?
amazing.
is. It is.
It's
If
20.
I
It's
will
in your
say,
top
I need to
25.
rewatch it because the more I think of it, the more I'm like, I think I was just off of your hype train.
You're off of everyone's hype train, bro. If you don't think that movie's good, then you're in the minority.
It's
That doesn't
good.
mean
It
that.
has a
That doesn't.
4.0 on Letterboxd as of 2025.
You know what else is a 4.0?
Two girls, one cup.
Bunch of great movies. No, probably.
Probably not.
Yeah, a bunch of perfect movies.
Um, Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. That movie is the
Yeah, and that
89th
movie,
best movie of all time.
you realize that, okay, so if someone came up to me and they said any movie that I have at an 8 or above is their favorite movie of all time, I'd be like, awesome, that movie's great. You have a movie that's in your top 25 and you're hating on me for saying it's my favorite. That's crazy.
It can be your favorite, but it's not the best of all time.
Semantics, man.
That's a good point.
We're not having that conversation. All right. So I watched Superman twice and then I watched Bottoms. So basically what happens in this movie is actually so funny, bro. So it's like these two girls, let me read the synopsis and try to remember. So they are with their friend, and their friend is getting harassed by the main player, but they actually didn't explain what position he's in the football team because that's like kind of part of the joke. Is all the football players act like really gay with each other and like glaze each other throughout the movie. It's really funny. So she like is trying to get away, and so she gets in their friend's car, and the guy like gets in front of the car, and he's like, "Guys, like get her, I need to talk to her." And so they're like no, and so they try to reverse out, they accidentally hit him, and so then the entire football team rushes over and like holds him in their arm, and he's like not, he doesn't even like he breaks his leg, but he's like fine. And so then they like, it starts raining, they're like damn you, and then damn you women, and then if the camera like shows them from above and they're all the football players are like crying and hugging him and start kissing his forehead and stuff.
That's
It's
awesome.
really funny. And so what happens is, I'm trying to remember who plays so Marshawn Lynch
Yeah,
is this teacher, and I actually think he's really funny. People hate on him in this. I think he was really funny. I also don't really know him from football, so I really just saw him as like a funny.
he's a really good football player. Also, really funny guy. Really like a low A tier celebrity. Like he's a really good celebrity.
Yeah. And the reason he's in this movie is pretty cool because part of this movie is that, so I'll just get to it. So they start a self-defense club because they had to pretend that they were like, I forget exactly how it worked, but I think they somehow tricked him into being like, no, we were just practicing self-defense from our defense club. He's like, "Do y'all want to start one here at school?" They're like, sure." They have no idea what they're doing. They just start punching each other in the gym. And part of it is this one girl is just trying to get laid by some other girl. And so obviously that doesn't go well because that's like, hey, idiot, now you like screwed up a bunch of friendships because you're just trying to hoe around. And then she, it's a comedy movie, so then she's like, "I'm sorry," redeems herself, blah blah blah. Anyway, um there's a joke in this. My favorite joke in this movie is how it's like really self-aware. So like I said, the football players are like characters basically, and so they do a lot of tropes that's in a lot of like just high school comedies where people will go, the scene will start where they go into a class, and then the scene happens like 45-minute scene, and then at the end of the scene the bell rings and they leave class, but you never realize, wait, why was the class 5 minutes long?
Yep.
So they go in there and then they have the scene, a bunch of stupid stuff happens, and then the bell rings, and so everyone gets up, and the main character's like, why are y'all leaving? Class just fucking started." Um, y'all should
That's
honestly watch the
awesome.
movie. It's really funny.
That's cool.
But what I think is sweet is that apparently the reason Marshawn Lynch specifically wanted to be in this movie is because when his little sister came out when they were like kids or whatever, apparently he like kind of treated her like shit and was not a supportive, loving brother. And so this is him kind of like being like trying to somewhat
Mm,
make up for, it, which is really sweet and
That's
caring.
cool.
I do
hmm
like that. Also, unfortunately, this woman is lesbian. Her name is Ruby Cruz, but she is gorgeous and she is gorgeous and she is like,
Pull her up, Jamie.
yep, pull her up. Jamie, pull up Ruby Cruz. But
I
she's
am
really
pulling her
cool.
up right now.
She's really cool in this movie. I think I actually showed her to y'all. Someone.
You did. I couldn't forget this face.
Yeah, she's really cool in the movie too, by the way. She's my favorite character easily.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, hilarious movie. Really good. And then I watched uh after that I watched Booksmart, which is basically like it's trying to be super bad. The whole joke is these two girls were like nerds their entire high school life. And then on the last day of school, they're talking to people who like had fun and like partied or did whatever, and they were like, "Yeah, we're getting into good colleges too." And they're like, "But what do you mean y'all smoke weed and party?" With like, "Yeah, but that's just not all we do. Like, you can do both." And they realize, "Oh my God, we wasted our entire high school focusing on grades." So then they try to go to this party, and they go to like, yeah. So that's kind of the super bad
I've
inspiration.
seen that scene before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny. I liked it a lot. So then they're like jumping around different parties trying to get to the right one. Uh, yeah, that was a chill movie. That was really funny. And then, oh, Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad. Rewatched it, 10 out of 10. It's in my top, let's see, I think it's 21 of all time. Because I think yeah, it's because it's like the honorable mention. W movie, James Gunn, that's the best thing he's ever done. That movie's great.
Yeah, that movie is my number 16 of all time.
Yeah, valid. See, and I have it at 21, and I'm gonna be like, wow, it should be at 21. You have it five places too high.
Five, hey, how much different is 26 like as a number and 5 as a number?
21.
Anyone?
Trying on?
Anyone?
Is that what that is? All right. Epic. Then I watched The Corpse Bride. Pretty hype.
Ah, I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, Tim Burton. He's got his style down.
You do.
Even if I don't personally love it, I really like the aesthetic.
Tim Burton has
Yep.
sauce.
Yeah. My review was except for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He has sauce whenever he has original ideas, but not when he's trying to change an aesthetic into his aesthetic.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my review is it might be cool to try salvia and turn on this movie and see if I trip and spend 1,000 years as a cool street lamp or something in Victorian Gothic 19th century Europe, or like a cool candle or something. But yeah, I like that movie. Dude, Napoleon is in that movie. Napoleon Bonaparte is a dead skeleton in the afterlife that they dance around.
That's cool. No, yeah. Tim
Hmm.
Burton, interesting human being. One of the fattest incels in film history,
Yeah, and he's racist,
and
so
he's racist.
I'm a loser.
He makes bad movies.
No, he doesn't.
Shut up.
He's hit or miss. Very hit or miss.
He makes
He
saucy
takes he
movies.
takes good content or good content and makes it bad. Like, or
Fuck.
he'll either make really good concepts or he will no, not even that. It's just live action Tim Burton movies suck.
You've seen
What have
one.
you seen?
You've seen one.
Edward Scissorhands, original Batman,
That sucks. Isn't
Charlie and the
that like
Chocolate Factory.
Well,
Um,
Edward Scissorhands is
pretty good?
probably his fattest example of incel behavior.
it's
Such an
like
incel movie.
fine. I actually think that Edward Scissorhands is fine. But I also know that Beetlejuice is something that I will probably not. Oh, Big Fish.
Yeah, I
Oh, I
was
forgot
gonna say
about
I
Big
didn't know he
Fish.
did Big
He also
Fish.
made the Alice in Wonderland reboot. Oh, these are
sure.
all and Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children I've not
He's
seen.
hit or miss
That
for me. I'm
movie has
looking at it.
sauce. I like that movie.
He made the new
Frank and
Dumbo.
Weenie.
I love Frank and Weenie. That movie has sauce too.
Well, that movie's animated though. That's the thing. Well, oh wait, you're talking about the original.
Let's see. Beetlejuice I really like. Haven't seen
Yeah,
Edward Scissorhands. Corpse
saucy.
Bride I thought was cool.
saucy.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is weird.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice 2 was like fine, like pretty like cute, like it's a sequel. It was chill. I hear the Alice in Wonderland movies are pretty bad, so I'll give you that. And I don't like his old Batman movies. They're not very
He also
great
made the new
aesthetic. Again,
Dumbo.
sauce, great aesthetic, but they're not very good stories.
He made the new Dumbo. I don't
He
think there's much to
did
Pee-wee's
he?
Big Adventure. I've seen it and it looked pretty stupid. Or I saw like the first half of it.
Oh, he made a really bad Planet of the Apes movie with Matt Damon.
I believe that. Um, I have seen bits and pieces of the original Batman's. I just don't like that style. I think that's so
What is the
stupid to
good part
take.
about it?
I don't like Batman being in that style. I think it's
Very.
stupid.
Wait, what style? What do you mean? That is like
I don't
perfect
like
Batman
Tim
style.
for him to be like I don't know. I don't even I don't know. I don't
You just
know.
don't like Tim Burton's sauce, it sounds like.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
it
like Tim
is.
Burton's sauce. His sauce is trash. His
No,
sauce is booty cheek
no,
sauce.
no.
Brother,
See,
his
this is why you
sauce
don't
is
like
what
All
made
Girls. This is why you don't like All Girls
Yeah,
too.
it's the same. It's the same
It's the same
thing.
thing. It's the same
Am I
thing.
supposed to like his sauce? Because his sauce is what ruined Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and made it weird.
It's one
It sucks. His sauce is what made
one
Big
movie
Fish
though.
this giant piece of garbage movie.
Two
His
movies.
sauce is what turned Alice in Wonderland from a fine movie into a movie that people hate on because it's stupid and
Beetlejuice,
looks
Frankenweenie,
disgusting.
Batman Returns, Nightmare Before Christmas, basically. Sweeney Todd, Edward Scissorhands,
Nightmare Before Christmas is
Corpse
good.
Bride. So much sauce.
I'll even
Corpse
say
Bride,
that his Alice in
I'm sure
Wonderland
is
has a
really
little bit of
good.
sauce.
Just well, okay, that's like saying like okay. Also, him has some sauce to it.
It does, and I
Yeah, it
really
has
enjoyed that movie.
sauce. Well,
Well, what I'm saying
more, but
is
I
I
give
didn't
full points for
enjoy
sauce.
him, and I can say it has sauce. I think style and sauce are different. I think sauce is like,
He has both.
dude, this is fire. I think style is like,
He's got
you can
both.
have unique style and not have sauce. Like, yeah, Charlie
I
and the
agree
Chocolate
with you.
Factory's got unique style, but that's not saucy. That's just
I agree with you. However,
style.
I still think that he has both. The only
I
reason that the Batman movies are not half stars is because of how Gotham looks and the sauce in those movies,
See,
the
with
style.
the way I use the word sauce, style is a big part of it. A unique
Yeah.
style is very
well,
saucy.
yeah, you can't really have sauce without style, but
Yeah.
You can
but I think
separate the
sauce
two.
has
I
to be
get what you're
good.
saying. Yes, but I do think Tim Burton has good sauce.
I think Tim Burton has sauce because
Good
he
sauce. That's
knows
like
his
Because,
style
but
very
if you
well.
don't, but if you don't like most of his movies, okay, so you say Charlie and Chocolate Factory has sauce,
I never said that. I
I
literally
did
never
not
said
say
that
I that
sentence.
was the one thing where I was like, it doesn't work because he's trying to take what has a good aesthetic and good
but you
sauce,
said that's his
original.
sauce.
I misheard.
I specifically left out
I
saying
don't
Charlie
think
and the
you said that.
Chocolate Factory had sauce.
Okay,
I
I said
specifically said a whole sentence that was like he doesn't do that one good because he tries to change it to
yeah,
be
that's
better.
not sauce. That's
I
just
agree. With
style.
that film, I agree.
Yeah, that
Alice in
movie.
Wonderland, you said has sauce. Do
I
you
think
like
that
that
movie has
movie?
sauce.
From what
I
I've
can
seen, it
enjoy that
has
movie.
sauce.
What?
It has
What'd you
sauce.
say?
I think it has sauce. I can enjoy that movie.
Yeah, from what I've
Have
seen,
either of y'all seen Big Fish?
No, I don't plan
oh
to watch it.
yeah, me neither. You said it was
You're
bad.
gonna have to watch it because people
You
like
can't
that
make me
movie.
watch that.
I can make you watch it if Eli and Mitchell are the only other two
Yeah,
people
I'm
that
looking
I've seen that have
five
rated it,
stars.
and
Do
they
you
have
want
it
us to
at
bring the
five
average
stars.
down?
And
From what you explained, I
Well,
would hate it.
they were in Big
that makes me want
Fish.
to put it at a half star.
They were in Big Fish. That's not fair.
Well, they can.
Exactly.
Well, they can. Whatever. I was in On the Town, and I gave that 2 stars.
I didn't like On the Town very much. Grayson, I love that story of Grayson watching On the Town during Tech Week after going home, just watched On the Town like alone in his room and sang the songs along with it.
Ugh.
What did I give
Especially
that
considering
movie?
that
Yeah,
movie
2 stars, 2 stars, valid. Yeah. Yeah.
that movie has so
Well,
many songs that were
I
not
don't want
that
to
good.
spend 2 hours just to bring the friend rating down if that's what you want from I ain't reading that. I'm busy. I'll read it after. Oh, you said that. Anyway,
Um.
No.
Yeah.
it's not worth it. You're just gonna have to deal with the 5.0 average on that movie. Or
I'm
wait,
not watching Big Fish.
yeah, does it account for your score on friendship ratings? No, it doesn't. Yeah, just deal with the 5.0.
Wait, you're telling wait, it doesn't account for my score?
Does it or
Oh,
I don't
oh,
think so.
for me? Oh, for me? No. Yeah, my friendship rating is
5.0, right?
yeah, it's gonna be a 5.0.
Sounds like peak to me.
It's straight. It's horrible.
No, it sounds like I'd hate it.
This is
I showed you
giving
the
you
best
trying a
scene
food,
in the
saying this
entire
is
movie.
awful, and giving it to someone else.
Well, yeah. Well, here, if there's two people I know that say like, I don't know, give me what's a food that I don't personally like. Like, if you
Poop.
have blue cheese, and Mitchell and Eli, uh, are like,
We're in
I
the
love blue cheese so much. This is the best food of all time because because I personally make some blue cheese and I've made a bunch of money off of that blue cheese and it's the heart of my family's business. Well, I'm gonna give it to you and I'm gonna say, hey, they think it's awesome. They're a little biased, but let's see if I'm just hating or if they're biased. I'm gonna give it to you to see if you it's free to validate, see who's right.
But
You are
why
you
would
are
you be
merely a
hating?
prop in my scheme
I feel
to
like
find out
hating
if
and
I'm right.
the word hating implies that you have a bias against it. Like you're going out of your way to dislike it for some reason. Is this the
Well,
case?
the reason is it's bad.
So therefore, it's not you're not just hating. The movie's bad.
Well, I hate the fact I hate murder. I hate on murder all the time because it
Ha!
sucks.
But
I'm hating on it.
you're not just hating. You're not saying murder is bad just for the sake of murder is bad. You're saying
I
murder is
mean,
bad because
I
they're
hate
more
I'm
it was
I'm a
morally
hater of
wrong.
that movie. I hate that movie. I don't hate it, but like I hate
it's
that
bad.
movie. I really
You
don't like it.
you have to hate it because it's
What am
over.
I supposed to say? I'm a supreme disliker of this film. Like, no.
No, it's not that you said you hate it. It's that you said maybe I'm just hating.
Well, yeah, like what I'm saying is if Chris validates that it's actually good and they're not biased, then I think I might just be hating. I might just be a hater because I don't like that style. It might just be that I'm hating on it because I
The
don't
movie's
like
just
that
bad.
style.
The plot you just
Oh,
It's
because you don't
possible,
okay. Because you don't like the style, I understand. Okay.
like it's very possible that it's actually a good movie, and I'm just hating on it because it's corny and is very theater kid and is stupid
And it
is
sucks.
and features a
See,
bunch of
I don't
random
even think
stupid
that's the case
events.
though, because there is a scene in that movie which you really like. And yet you
Yeah,
still say en masse the movie is bad. So
yeah.
therefore I don't think it's just that the style is bad, then that makes you hate the whole movie because you don't hate the whole movie.
Sounds like
You
just
just
bad.
recognize that it's
yeah. I
mostly
don't. It's
awful.
not the style. Well, like it's possible that like I'm just
Why are you trying to redeem
like
this movie?
well
You don't like
because
it.
I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. Well, no, I'm not actually. I'm gonna give it the chance of maybe I will stop disparaging this movie. No, I won't actually. We can
Hey,
just we
we're
can just
done.
say
I'm not
we're
Just
watching
done.
Big Fish.
This
I'm
movie
just in.
sucks.
This just in from Micah Martone. Well, happy birthday,
amazing
Snap.
birthday.
Thank you, Michael Martone. Right back at you.
All
Little
right.
flight emote.
After Corpse Bride, hopefully this director doesn't cause a 5-10 minute argument. But it won't, because it's Mask of the Phantasm, and that's a
Ah.
banger. You you know who I'm talking to. You need to watch it because
I'm not going to watch it.
you've watched. All right.
I know. I
You
know.
give
You
it four
suck
and
at
a half
reviewing.
stars. Banger, peak. Yeah. It's in my top four on Letterboxd for a reason. Uh,
Wait, you gave it 4.5 stars?
no, I think you do. I give it five.
Okay, yeah.
And it's in my top four.
Yeah,
Okay.
gorgeous movie.
This it's Chris's rant time. Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl.
You rated it twice.
No, I put my review and then I put my
Yeah.
score and then I put my review.
Yeah, why don't you just put the score at the top of your
Because
review
I
and
have
put
one of my things about my account is every single movie has a specific little review that's not always dated that is just the score out of 10 so you don't have to mix it up with the other stuff.
does that count for your diary?
No,
3.8.
it
Holy.
doesn't because you can like not you can put an X on the date whenever you put a review. If it did, I would absolutely not mess with my diary because my diary It's like a very okay. Anyway, okay, rant time. So basically, this movie is about this kid. Ironically, his name is Greg, and he's the main character of a book, and he sucks. It's basically Greg Heffley on crack because Greg Heffley is 12 and he's funny. This kid is miserable and he is a horrible friend, and he basically throws a pity party for himself every chance he gets. And the movie tries to make you think he learned his lesson. He does not learn his lesson. Let's get into it. So, basically, one of someone he knows at school, part of his stupid little thing he tries to be like, I don't know anyone. I just make friends with certain people so that I can fly under the radar. Like, bro, you go to a massive public school. You are flying under the radar no matter what you do. You can just sit down wherever you want. He's like, I don't go to lunch. Idiot. Anyway, and from what I've heard, I read a bunch of reviews from this. Apparently, he's even worse than the book. So thank God I didn't watch the book. So his whole thing is one day he gets home and his mom is like, "Honey, one of your friends, not really friends because he's weird about friends. What it's like a family friend kind of, but they goes anyway. They same school. She's been diagnosed with cancer. This girl is so sweet. She's awesome. She's cool. She's dealing with cancer and she's being an absolute champ. She's being great." And this guy is told by his mom to go to her house and be friends with her. And he straight up says that to her. He's like, "Hey, my mom just told us that we had to be friends and for a while. Almost says until you die." Horrible kid. Anyway,
Holy.
so another part of this movie is there's this Earl. So Earl is his friend and they've been making movies like little films together since they were kids. It's really cute. And Earl is like so real. I was he doesn't show up and like he does a little bit, but he doesn't like become a whole character until maybe 30 minutes into the movie, and he saved that movie from like horrible to like mid because he straight up tells the girl with cancer is like, yeah, he's weird. He doesn't call anyone his friends because he's a loser and he has weird parents and he thinks that he has to. He basically just rips on Earl, but he's like, yeah, but he's a good person because deep down the kid is kind. He's just weird and selfish. Anyway. The issue with this movie is at the beginning of the movie, spoiler alert, this is going to be a spoiler. So at the beginning of the movie, his narration bit, he goes, "Don't worry, guys." So he starts and goes, "At the end of this movie, someone dies." But then a few minutes later, he goes, "Don't worry, guys. I know you're all expecting this girl to die. She doesn't die, she lives. Okay, so don't worry." So me the entire time, I'm like, well, it's kind of weird choice. I guess Earl is probably going to be the one to die. So then you get to the end of the movie, spoiler, she dies. The movie just lies to you. So I'm like sitting there and she's like dying, and I'm like, oh, well, she's gonna be okay because the movie told me. Like, what? And so then afterwards, so I was like stopping myself kind of from feeling emotion because I didn't think I had to because she doesn't die because they told me she didn't die. Then the next scene is he walks out of the hospital and goes, she died. And I'm like, what? He goes, I know I said she wouldn't die, but I was just really hoping she'd live. Stupid. And the directing in this movie is also weird. The camera angles are not all that. And yeah, what's my review? Let me see if there's anything I really missed. Um, yeah, no, I tackled it. It sucks. And then at the end of the movie, he gets to go to the college that he dropped himself out of by not doing grades because the dying girl wrote him a really nice note, wrote the college a really nice note. And so he's just like, well, I guess I get to go to college.
Three
Stupid.
stars.
Yeah. It's mid. I'm kind of hating on it a lot because I just went on a rant. That it could have been because here's my thing. The whole time I'm watching, like this could be an amazing movie if the camera work weren't so bad
Bless you.
and there weren't
Thank you.
random decisions like that. I was gonna give it like 4 stars until he goes out of the room and goes, "She died," and I'm like, "Okay, so you just lied to me." It's like an X-Men: The Last Stand, where it opens up and it goes the near future, and it's like them fighting the Sentinels, and then it reveals that they were just in the training room at present day. And it's like, you just lied to me. You're not allowed to do that, movie.
Hmm.
After that, I watched Friendship. That's the Tim Robinson movie with Paul Rudd.
Oh,
Really funny. I like that a
Real
lot.
quick,
Yeah.
Greg looks like the guy from Amadeus. I'm about to see
Do
if they're
he?
related. The man who won the Oscar for Amadeus. What the heck? Tom Holtz does not. Um,
He
what is his
does
name?
he
Thomas
does look
Mann.
like the dude from Amadeus.
Thomas Mann. No, they're not related. Continue.
John Bernthal is in Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. He plays a teacher. It's pretty funny.
Interesting.
When did this John come out?
2015.
Huh.
Let me teach you something.
Let me let me teach you some. Uh, let me go back to my notes, and then we can do like a whole little hymn segment in a while.
I'm a
I'm a jerky. Oh, apparently there's a certain teacher
I'm a
back at our school, a physics teacher, that is making the students watch Magic School Bus to learn instead of
This
teaching.
is the start of her 7 year reign before she engulfs us all into her magic school bus and sends us into
wait,
like
wait, what'd you say, Chris? I was doing something.
There's
This
a, there's
sounded
a teacher at our school that is teaching with Magic School Bus, and she teaches chemistry, and that's the teacher. And
ew. That's in character though.
yeah, Miss Frizzle.
That's Frizzle.
Um,
Miss Bizzle.
oh, I saw this idea someone had. I sent a trip on Twitter. You know how they did the Guardians of the Galaxy Halloween or holiday special for Christmas? They should do that with Thunderbolts, but Halloween instead of Christmas.
I really like
That's
that.
like one of the best ideas I've ever heard.
I
That
don't know if I would like that, not gonna lie.
But you don't like anything,
that's a
so
yeah, low key.
Well, a holiday
you like nothing with character, so
um the thing is like a holiday special you can pull off so much more easily because you can have such a style to it. What are you gonna do for I just don't like Halloween. It's just also the fact that Halloween and Christmas are so vastly different in how good they are. And like Guardian, you can have a holiday special be applied to any style, but for it to be a good Halloween special, I feel like their style kind of has to like match Halloween in a way that Thunderbolts does not match Halloween quite.
Totally does.
It would have to be like Batman. Like it would have to be a Batman level connection. Batman is so stylistically in line with Halloween. Thunderbolts isn't
There's a book.
quite.
so hold on. You're gonna tell me that Spooky Buddies isn't peak cinematic experience?
Spooky Buddies?
The
Yeah.
the dog movie.
Yes. What does that have to do with
His dogs don't match Halloween, do they? But that movie's good.
but that
Yeah.
has a ghost in it. Are you if you introduce like some ghost character? Oh, okay. Listen,
If
you
you
got a Halloween ghost.
There is a ghost in that movie.
little do you know.
Cooked.
Okay,
All right.
well, you know what? If they do a Halloween special and they're like, it's Halloween because Ghost is the character, you're gonna tell me that's good. You're gonna tell me that's actually gonna be good, and that's they're gonna do that stupid
You're
trope.
thinking too much into
No.
it. Next. All right. So at Disney Springs, so there was a person, Disney Springs restaurant was robbed by a scuba man. He swam up to the restaurant after it was closed in full scuba gear, infiltrated the restaurant, spray painted the security cameras, and stole $20,000 while staff was counting cash. And then he dove back into the water and escaped before the police arrived.
So you're
Bro.
telling me he did a $19,950 spray painting job for their security cameras, good value, and made their job easier by taking what was in the cash register so that they didn't have to count it
And free
and they could put the blame
publicity
on
for
him.
Disney?
This is charity in
Come
all
on.
And
honesty.
insurance money. I think
This was an inside job.
this is an inside job. I think this is a scam.
I think it was Goofy.
You know who I think did this?
Who do you think did this?
I
Oh,
don't know.
maybe. So while I was
Are
in
you?
while I came down to College Station, turns out I Show Speed was in Fort Worth. And I
Interesting.
missed them because I was hanging out with you losers, and I could have seen I Show Speed instead.
You could have gone up to him and barked.
I could have. And there's a video of a guy, and it was like me gaining consciousness while chasing I Show Speed because like how he always gets crowded by cameras. So it's from that perspective. He's like, oh my God. Then he's like, the hell am I doing? Then he puts his camera down and he's like turns around to the crowd. Also, officially, this actually I'm gonna save this news because there's another piece of movie news that this relates to. Um, oh, Gen V episodes 1 through 3 dropped. Gas, that show's great.
Really?
Underrated. They didn't do the marketing for this season was horrible. I saw like a trailer. I don't even like, did y'all even see anything? Like other than maybe a poster or something?
Yeah, I saw trailers.
You didn't.
Oh, all right.
Well, well, anyway, and not a lot of people are talking about it, which sucks because it's really good. Super funny. Like that show. Uh, First Ride, yeah, watch that. Oh, so DC and Marvel did their first crossover comic in 20 years, and the first issue had this character called Thanoside. It's like Darkseid,
Dark Side
half
Thanos.
Thanos. Then there was like a Wolverine and Lobo character.
Yeah.
Is that
Quite
like
sweet.
evil Thanos?
Um, yeah, evil Thanos, or like the evil version of the KKK, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. The
Wait.
KKK are pretty evil.
There's
Um,
an evil version of the KKK.
okay,
All
and
right,
then
guys. I don't think this is actually. I think we should stop.
they're sharing answers in the group chat.
I don't know. We have an
Shut
SJW on
up.
this podcast.
I love that clip. Okay, you're telling me Mark Zuckerberg shouldn't be kicking Hawaiians off their native land? Didn't know we had an
So,
SJW on this podcast.
all right, story time. So I was at my grandma's. And I get a text from Harrison. He said, "Come pick me up for lunch." And he like straight up demanded. Let me see what he said. I'm just scrolling up because he changed it 10 times. He
If
said
I
he just out of nowhere said, "Can you get here at 10:30?" I was like, yeah, I guess. Are we going to lunch?" He goes, "Yeah." Then he goes, "All right, 11:10." And then he goes, "Nope, 11:40." Then he goes, "Nope, 11:10." Then he goes, "Okay, finally, 11:40." So I get there and I pull in the school parking lot, and then he starts screaming, "Just park the car!" And I'm freaking out. Mr. Mira said he's a dramatic person, is why he did that. I thought that was funny. And then I get jump scared by you two bozos. A little happy birthday
Wait,
surprise.
wait, what?
what happened?
And then we went to the school, talked to everyone, saw Mr. Gambaro. Um, he'll be on the podcast at some point too.
This,
And
Why?
we talked to Beeson and
who the
officially
freak is Mr. Gambaro?
sounds like a loser. Um,
What a dweeb.
anyway, so then we talked to
He's never
Beeson
making it big.
and officially rebranded to Act 3, and we're gonna make that whole thing. We made
Hey,
an Instagram account. Follow the Instagram. Oh, we can like link it in the bio. You can do all that stuff if you want to do that. You said you'd do it. I'll make a
I
thumbnail.
never said that I was gonna do
You
that.
were like, I love doing all the small stuff. Like I could make the little I could make the YouTube. I could add timestamps. I could make the profile picture. And I was like,
That doesn't sound like something I would have said.
all right,
You said that.
is this rage bait? Okay.
Yeah, it is rage bait. Cuh.
You got
I
me.
will do that.
Yeah.
These videos will be maybe timestamped pretty well.
Yeah.
One
Timestamp will
second.
be
Come
awesome.
in.
Let's see. I gotta pee, so
Nope,
we can
I'm
just
good.
I cut this. You know what? It's fine.
Nah, it's
I'll,
fine.
I'll cut that just because I said I had to pee and didn't go anywhere. Cut. Um, I think our first video should be welcome to Chat Chat without context of linking the channel or anything. It should just be that on Instagram and TikTok. I think that would be funny.
I agree.
Yeah, so let's all find a time where we need to go perform such anal operations, and then we can, sorry, digestive operations, and then we can record the videos of us
Y'all can
performing
make like a
activities.
script or something, and then we could just like record our own bits and someone can edit it. Because if it's on a Zoom call, it'd probably be harder to edit than if we just recorded our bits of the script and just put them one on top of the other if it's gonna be like on a TikTok, Instagram format.
But how are we gonna be able to improv if we're not actually with each other?
Fine.
Why would we be scripting? And why would we be talking about this right now if there was a script?
Y'all didn't get the script?
I got the script.
I got the script. We're
You
on
not
like
get the
what, page
script?
5 right now?
5 pages of chat.
No, the script for this episode.
I'm
The
on
script for
page
this
80.
episode.
Oh yeah. Okay. Anything else y'all want to yap about before we get into movie news? Because there's a fat amount.
I got my
Um,
keyboard
Do you get your keyboard?
I
and my bass.
Hype.
Here. I just need an AC power cord and then I'm good. I also need another freaking power strip so I actually can use all this stuff.
Yeah.
um
Everett said it looks like it's a very interesting meeting going over some interesting, very interesting things. Looks to be a very important meeting.
this is what we're talking about today.
That's what we're talking about.
It is best picks today. I spent my business class listening and writing down what I think are the safest picks to make for tonight's game. And let's see how many of them hit. Let's see how many of them make me money by how many I put in parlays. And then we will see how many of them hit and see my accuracy for the picks I like, as well as reaping the benefits of my accuracy for the picks I pick. Moving on.
Moving on. They released the first look at Doctor Doom from it was in a it was at let me look because it's part of what this is. It was in CinemaCon. And there's a picture of him. The suit, peak, perfect. Um, More Doomsday news is they've wrapped filming, officially have wrapped filming for Avengers Doomsday. Had a wrap party and everything. Not a single set leak because the set is just a green screen.
Green.
Yeah, the set is just green.
Interesting.
And there was a leak of a bag, like a little handbag, like a little for like the cast, and it had like the cast on it. Hopefully the other side of the cast has like the rest of the other side of the bag has the rest of the cast because the only people that were on the bag was the people at the announcements, and if there don't have like Hulk, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and it's really just that group, then this movie is going to
You okay? Would you rather Spider-Man's character be tainted by such a movie like Doomsday, or just have Doomsday take all of the force and just crash and burn and not mess with Spider-Man at all?
it might be good though. It might be a good movie.
You're coping. You're coping.
Yeah,
I
all we've seen from the movie. We haven't seen anything from and Alan Cumming verified that they did eventually get a script. Eventually.
They
oh
No,
my
bro,
God.
shut up.
They
They
they have
did.
the
You're
bones of
telling
a
me
movie,
the
and
movie got a
Alan is
script?
coming.
It's gonna be good.
The movie had a script. It has to be good.
The movie finally developed a script and has actors on
Someone
set
directed it.
at times.
To be fair, their movies are Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. That's pretty
And Gray
good.
Man and Cherry.
Yeah, but and what's the one with Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown that came out this year?
They directed the Electric State.
Did they? I think so.
Yeah.
Did they
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I think yeah, they totally did. Yes, they did.
Sources have confirmed the Electric State 2025 was directed by Joe Russo and Anthony
Sources
Russo.
have confirmed.
Certified trash, according to
But they've
pretty
never done
much
a
every
bad
outlet you
comic
can
book
find.
movie, have they?
Um,
Never done a bad comic book movie. Never will. They might.
let's see if I can.
This movie's just if they don't
Hey,
announce a whole nother half of the cast, I will be pressed.
hey, you can no longer say that because Electric State was based off of a 2018 illustrated novel slash graphic novel by Swedish artist Simon Stellenhag.
But that's like
It
saying
is,
Old Boy is a comic book movie. It's just a movie that the source material is a comic.
but it's like specifically in like a graphic novel, like in the same way that like most comic books are just like components of larger graphic novels.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait for a trailer. I'm gonna.
I actually will be very hyped to see a trailer. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
I might. I told Gambero I might like the day it drops go to Lake Country at
That's
lunch,
gonna
like,
be
watch it
crazy.
with him. That yeah, when that teaser drops, it's gonna be like because there's like no official looks at the movie except for the bag, and in the bag, the suits did look pretty cool. They finally gave Cyclops a good suit, which is hype. The outfits
When are
look.
we getting, go ahead.
No, I was it. Outfits look
When
good.
are we getting the trailer?
If it releases in December, oh, 15 months of post-production is a good sign. Like that is a good thing that they're like same with Supergirl. It comes out in December of 2026. It's currently September of 2025. That is a good sign. You gotta look on the bright side sometimes. It's good that they like are giving.
Sometimes you gotta huff some of that copium.
You're on some
Hey,
deeper
I will
stuff
say
today.
that is the post production. The 15 months of post production is one of the best things I've heard about this movie in a while, and that is
Yeah,
hype.
I
come on.
My thing is like my issues aren't even solely from the fact that from what we've heard over the past year. It's from the fact that it's just more and more characters being thrown into a movie. And isn't this like a 2.5 hour long movie?
There's no timestamp, bro. They just finished filming.
I thought I heard that it was going to be 2.5 hours long. This
Ideally,
movie
they're
has
both.
to be like
Ideally, that is like 3 hours, and Secret Wars is like 3.5 hours.
I think this movie would
The,
have
long,
to be like
the longer, the better.
3+ hours. Yeah.
Hmm.
But the thing is, I don't fully think that they're gonna do that. Like, I don't think that they will,
I will
Endgame
because
is the
say,
highest
what
grossing
it
movie of
has to
all
mean
time.
for that.
but I will say specifically like recent comic book movie history, considering something like Thunderbolts and freaking Fantastic Four, both have much shorter timestamps than previous Marvel movies, and it seems like they're gonna kind of go towards a quicker paced, shorter movie format, which does scare me for Doomsday with the movie that needs to be longer for it
I
to be
think
good.
the Russo
The
brothers.
pacing of Thunderbolts was not good.
I disagree.
Like, that was its biggest issue was the pacing.
I've seen it once. I didn't feel that too bad.
It felt like
It
it
felt
felt
different.
I
it
agree.
felt
I don't know
like
if it was like abysmal. Like
It felt a lot like
it's not like abysmal. I
Fantastic
mean, I
Four's
still
pacing
have
to
it at
me.
like 4 stars. But I think
No,
the biggest
no,
flaw with that movie was
I mean the
was
I'm talking
pacing.
about the pacing. I didn't think the pacing was that bad. I didn't think that was an issue.
Um,
We said
but my issue with that, I don't like the pacing of Thunderbolts. I really like the pacing of Fantastic Four. That's kind of unrelated, but also that's I understand Fantastic Four more because you don't really have to explain Fantastic Four in backstory or as much as you had to explain
right.
Thunderbolts. It's like Fantastic Four's character traits are portrayed from small interactions here and there, and you can just hit like a few beats per character and kind of hit those characters and kind of be like, okay, yeah, we got it. That's a good character here. That's a good character there. You don't have to flesh out as much as you do Thunderbolts because Thunderbolts are lesser known characters. It's like
I get what you're saying.
they can do multiple at one time with Fantastic Four as well because so much of their character traits are how they interact with each other. Thunderbolt's character traits are heavily based on their previous interactions that are not connected to the group as they're trying to build a group. Fantastic Four is a previously established group where their character traits are heavily based on how they interact with each other, which means that you can hit two at once. You can kill two birds with one stone when you're building their characters in that movie. The pacing was really good in that. However, with Doomsday, my issue is that you're throwing in X-Men, Thunderbolts, or New Avengers type stuff, Fantastic Four. You have this whole like Doomsday Squad deal,
The
and
Void whoever with like Deadpool and Wolverine and Gambit and all those people.
You also have that. And all of these, the thing is, you have a 3 hour movie, or you have a movie that has all those. In order for it to go to do well, you have to make it very long, which is something that previous movies have not been for Marvel. You have to make it very long, but with that means that you have to make it very long in order for those characters to work, but that also means you have to write more and you have to have a plot that actually holds for 3 hours long. So the more you put in that movie, the more likely it is you're going to fall apart and start jumping the shark to try to make things come together and actually work out well. And I really like whenever characters are fleshed out. I don't think you're going to be able to fully flesh out X-Men and flesh out a relationship between these Deadpool characters and flesh out the Fantastic Four being introduced to the
Yeah.
MCU and flesh out the way the Thunderbolts interact with like Sam Wilson, like as a whole.
Yeah.
The
Like I do think
difference
that they're going to
with
have a bit for that, and then also have the conflict of something as big as RDJ, and have them talk about what the
explaining like
heck, why
what's
does he
going
look
on.
like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
So
and also explain the son. I forgot his name.
Franklin,
Franklin. Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that whole thing and explain the end of Fantastic Four. You have to do all of this in the span of 4 hours,
'cause yeah,
and you're not gonna have a 4 hour
the
movie.
difference with Infinity War in this movie is taking groups that have never met, whereas Infinity War, the only people that had never met was the Guardians and the Avengers.
Yep.
Right.
So you could kind of work with that, and they were just like
Exactly.
split into separate teams, and we already knew all those people, and they've basically all interacted again, except the Guardians. Whereas with this, the X-Men have never met the Avengers. No one's met the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four haven't met the X-Men, and it's just
Right. And you also have they're gonna have to dedicate some time to reestablishing the X-Men as characters because it's been so long since they've had any touching on, and you're gonna have to give them something. You can't just throw them back in and expect everyone to fully pick up on. And even if they should, Marvel isn't gonna expect Marvel likely won't expect people to, and will probably try to spend some time or cook something up to get people to understand like this is the X-Men.
I don't think they will, and I think that might be a bad thing about the movie. I think they're just going to be
I
like,
don't. I think
"Yeah, I'm gonna be
they put
X-Men."
themselves in a hole by having the X-Men as a part of
I don't know
that
why
because
they're in
it's
the
either
movie. Why are they? Because we're also rebooting after Secret Wars. Why are we going to put the old X-Men from 20 years ago on people's mind just to reboot the X-Men and make us like? Because I'm ready for an X-Men reboot. And why didn't they just have the characters from the reboot start in Doomsday versus old X-Men? Why are we having the old
I'm
X-Men?
happy they're not doing that because that means the new X-Men is actually going to be fleshed out and good. I don't want
Yeah,
any of
I am
my
so hyped for
characters that
that
I
movie,
like.
bro. X-Men
I
97 is
don't want
peak.
any of my
Man.
characters touching Doomsday because it's such a high risk. It's like even if it's good,
Yeah.
that means that they're going to have to be bound to whatever the heck is going on in this giant movie. I don't care much about the Thunderbolts. I'm not going to lie. I don't really care about
Love
them.
the Thunderbolts.
I love the
New Avengers.
Fantastic Four. Um, like I don't really care what happens to the X-Men, obviously. I don't care much about what happens to
They're probably gonna
like
die.
like
Gonna die.
I wouldn't be upset if the character like I care about what happens to Spider-Man as a character. Or
Yeah.
like I care about him being in a movie that makes his character look stupid or makes his character look like bad because they have some convoluted BS connected to his character. I don't care about that with the Thunderbolts because I don't have a lot of stake in them. Spider-Man is like, it's Spider-Man. Please make sure that his stuff is peak.
I forgot all this
Thunderbolts,
came from
I can
one
forget
Spider-Man
about a
question.
Thunderbolts
I,
movie, you know?
I
Like,
think I feel confident that they will make this movie really long because number one, Oppenheimer 3 hour movie, and that's rated R, and that made like $1 billion. That's like unheard of.
mhm.
The Batman is 3 hours long, and a lot of people's issue with Fantastic Four was it wasn't long enough. They cut too much stuff out. I think people, especially even in our generation, like specifically want longer movies. And I think they know that. And I think since they made Endgame, and that is the highest grossing movie of all time, and it's 3 hours long. Avatar: The Way of Water shot its way up there unexpectedly, and that's almost 3 hours long. I think they know Hollywood genuinely knows that we like longer movies and that we can sit through longer movies.
It
Just
has to be more than 3 hours. It has to be significantly more than 3 hours long. I would say it has to be
remember,
320
it's a part
plus.
one. It is a part one because Secret Wars
Okay, well, that kind
and
of opens
Infinity
it
War
up to like,
was
okay, well, in that case, if they have like a completely unfinished plot leading to the second one, then it's like, okay, well, then
right.
yeah, it's fine. Then you can actually dedicate it. But then you have a Doomsday movie. You think like
It still needs to happen.
Then you also have to adhere to the Marvel fans who are like, we want to see we want to see RDJ's Doctor Doom fighting Fantastic Four versus X-Men and stuff like that. So it's like, well, you have to commit. Are you going to have half a movie and sacrifice some plot aspects to it that are going to be saved for later on and flesh out these characters well, or are you just going to do a Marvel, do a modern Marvel and say, screw the characters. We're just going to give you a plot, and the characters
Yeah.
are going to be there too, and it's going to be brain dead.
Because Doom being established is like so hard because and it's the first time we've ever seen him. We saw him 4 seconds in Fantastic Four. That's whatever.
4 seconds.
So 4 seconds. So uh, and he is such a lore heavy character because his mom is in hell, and that's like a whole deal. He's known Reed Richards their entire lives, and they have a rivalry. He has a disfigured face. He's basically Iron Man. He is a genius. He has a whole country. He is a king of Latveria. Plus, like you have to get to his magic. And Thanos, we already had established because we had him from Guardians lore. We know he just wants the Infinity Stones. He has the gauntlet. That's so simple. Doom basically, I think, needed his own movie before we throw him in here because Thanos is the main character of Infinity War, and even that they were still working off of other stuff. Whereas
They
Doom,
were building up Thanos for like 10 years,
Yeah.
yeah,
not 10, like
exactly,
8 years.
yeah, exactly. And Doom is
Yeah,
like, if you want to count Fantastic Four as building him up, then basically 2 years, if
I
that.
don't count that as building him up.
I don't count that. I'm just like, because he's
Yeah.
technically part of that timeline.
Hmm.
It's implied because, yeah, well, obviously, that's not even implied. He's from
There
that
are
time.
two scenes that reference Doctor Doom's existence. And in one, it's specifically about the fact that he's not there.
Yeah, true.
That's a good point. Moving on from Doomsday, I feel like we talk about Doomsday like for 30 minutes every single episode because of it's such a crazy movie. This movie might be
And
horrible.
it's 15 months away.
And that's good because that's so much post-production. That is a good sign.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like we're talking about this
Yeah.
every week
And we've been talking about it for
over a year
months.
before.
I mean, when was Chair Day? Like February or something? When was that? No, that was in like April, I think.
Yeah,
We'll say March.
No,
let's
April.
just look it up.
When was Chair Day?
March. Hey,
It
March
was
27th.
March 26th.
What? We
This
have
is really important. Which day was
conflicting
it?
information.
Yeah, this matters a lot.
Everything I'm seeing is saying March
Well, it's
26th.
March, so I'm right.
The official the official Avengers video was released March 26th.
No, but Google AI says 27th.
Well, Google AI is stupid and you should stop brainwashing yourself.
Yeah, Google AI is also treats you horribly. You need to get out of that search engine ship.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Google AI hates you.
was rude.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna start using Firefox.
the 5G rays are absolutely going to drain your nuts of
Really?
all fluid. Yeah.
All
My
fluid?
nuts are gonna be fluidless?
Yep, they're
They're,
going to
they're
be
just gonna be like
dr
raisins.
Dry
yeah,
nuts?
yeah,
Unsalted?
dry nuts. Un-
Double
What
entendre.
Moving on, two bits of brand new day news. Number one, they released a set photo of Zendaya and Jacob Batalon on
She's got her
set
little hoodie
in
on.
that
making out.
this has no. So they better if they are big characters in this movie, I will crash out. However, if they are just a cameo and show up in one scene and Peter's like, "Oh fuck, that's perfect." That's
Verbatim.
It's
really
like
good. But if they
it's like
have like if they talk to Spider-Man or interact with Peter Parker, I will be mad. The whole point is that he's moving on. It's a
yeah.
whole new thing, brand new day, new characters, leaving the old behind because that was his sacrifice. And if he sees them and that like brings him pain, that's good Spider-Man writing. But if they're like a presence in the movie, that's bad.
We
Where's
broke
my
up
Gwen
and now we're both
Stacy?
so happy.
Where's my
But
Gwen Stacy?
yeah,
Exactly.
we broke up and we were both so happy. But now what we're gonna do is because we're both happy, I think we should be together. That would be peak, right? That's literally what the thought would be if they
She doesn't
had
even
those
she doesn't even remember him. She don't even know.
Sadie. Well, yeah, but like not like in terms of actually their characters. I'm saying like that's the thought behind having a good ending and then ruining that ending by bringing it back.
Yeah.
It's the same logic. I want Sadie Sink
Yeah,
as something.
we
I'm
just have
so
no
excited to
idea
see
who
her.
she's
She,
gonna
yeah.
be. No, there's no clue what she's gonna be. Who is she?
Watch her be like some like police chief's like daughter. Well, now I think of it. Now I think of it, that is Gwen.
Yep. Watch her be some police chief's daughter. Who would that be?
Oh my
Some random new
goodness. I think
character.
it's
I
meant to
think
be then.
make her an
She's not
original
blonde
character,
though.
dude. The MCU can do original characters pretty well. They did Coulson's original character, Nadeem from Daredevil's original character. Just make her someone new. I think it'd be
Make her
interesting if
named.
Brand New Day created a new Spider-Man love interest. I think that could be
I'm
cool.
I'm marking it right now.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
gonna
they'll do
like the
that.
name they give her if they give her an original character. I'm calling it.
Well,
I'm
that's
not
because
gonna
they're
like the
gonna
name.
name her like freaking Gertrude Meredith or something.
I'm sure that's what they're gonna do.
You know what they should name her? They should name her Darla.
They shouldn't name her Darla because that's a bad
No,
name.
she's well, you can shut your mouth, but uh it's it's a bad name for a redhead. I love the name Darla. I will
Just a
name one of
bad
my
name.
daughters Darla.
I feel bad for your daughter.
Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna have daughters. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God.
Wow.
Holy.
Sad. Uh, anyway, in other good news, Tom Holland had a concussion. He's in the hospital, and they have halted filming
He's
for.
dead.
He's
Yeah,
dead.
He's
They
he's
dead.
dead.
killed him.
He's
He's
dead.
dead.
Okay, that report came out 3 days after he was released from the hospital, by the way.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's fine. It's just, and also a stunt double is also in the hospital, and some other random woman got
What
hurt.
happened?
Yeah, bro. What? They had the Hulk. They actually
They,
got him
they
like
set off
a
a
Hulk to
bomb.
Hulk out in
Why
like
was Tom
on set.
Holland doing his own stunts? What is happening?
He does his own
Well,
stunts.
you don't know
That's one
that
of
he
his
would.
things. He does all of his own stunts. It's like half.
Really? I mean, that's
Why does he have a
impressive,
stuntman
but
then?
I feel like as Marvel,
Not all.
that's silly.
They've been doing that since
Marvel
20. That's half the reason he got hired was he could like actually do the
does Tobey Maguire do his own stunts when he's swinging
like 20.
and Kirsten Dunst is holding on to him? Is that him?
No, it's a
Or is
man.
that a stunt double?
It's a really bad mannequin in one 2 second shot of a 2+ hour movie, and it's funny.
Yeah. Well, if I
Can't
put
be.
a drop of blood into a liter of water, it's all gonna turn red.
Holy. Why would you say that? There's so many
Anyway,
better analogies.
uh, Mario movie 2 is Mario Galaxy.
That's hype.
That's peak. That's
Yeah,
actually super hype. They have the
that's
opportunity
cool.
to make such a good aesthetic for that movie because Mario Galaxy, also the score for that game, so nostalgic. I'm actually really hyped for
I
that.
never played Mario Galaxy.
Just leave the podcast there.
Okay.
I don't know what this means. Let's see. Oh, also Jennifer Gardner confirmed that she was in Avengers Doomsday as Elektra, and she wasn't in Chair Day, nor was Halle Berry, who also posted a picture of her with the Doctor Doom comic, meaning Chair Day Part 2, please. Unless, do y'all think they're gonna like not actually confirm all that? Because they also technically didn't confirm Deadpool, and you think they're just gonna wait for the movie to come out, or what?
They're gonna come out and they're gonna be like, "Hey, Jennifer Garner is an idiot. She's not in Doomsday."
She's gonna end up in the
You're
hospital.
telling me they're bringing back
Kevin
an
Feige's gonna
actual
snipe her.
bit, an actual gag in Deadpool?
She
She
died.
dies.
She
She
died.
dies.
The whole thing was like Gambit kind of survives in the end of the shot, but they all died, like Blade and them.
Bruh.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, I know this was a joke, but maybe there's actually something to it.
Tua.
To it.
Yeah.
The Social Network 2, none of the same writers. Not God, who's the director of that movie? I'm an idiot.
I
It's
thought
David Fincher.
yes.
They're not bringing back Mark Zuckerberg. They're not, or uh,
Isn't
freaking
Aaron
Jesse
Sorkin directing
Eisenberg,
it?
and they're not bringing back Andrew Garfield. But it's a sequel.
yeah.
It's the Social Network 2 with none of the same crew or cast.
I hate the idea. I
Yeah,
think
what are
that's
they
an
doing?
awful
I thought
idea.
I thought one of the writers on the first one was directing, is what I
Aaron
thought.
Sorkin wrote the first one. I
Shame.
don't know if he's directing the second one. Let me get a confirmation on that right now.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Well, I'm looking it up even harder.
David Fincher.
It is directed by Aaron Sorkin.
Frick.
So he's also
Oh,
writing it. And by the way, he also wrote Social Network, so I don't know where you got that from.
it's because the
Like no
frickin'
hate to like
two,
no
the
hate to you,
frick.
like I
It's
genuinely
hey,
don't know
hey.
where you
I'm
got
That is
that
explaining
from.
impressive
myself.
film.
It's because the frickin' two got stood out of my John in my search, so it said Social Network one director.
I'm referring to Chris saying that none of the old writers.
Well,
Oh,
what I have written down is none of the same people. So whatever that meant when I wrote it down.
Oh, okay.
it's like
Well,
they're not
because
none. I
it's
mean, they're not doing
also
the same
very
tasks.
it's
Same.
also very possible that this is wrong, that Letterbox is wrong about who's writing it.
Oh, Letterboxd. Yeah, who knows? Anyway, The Batman Part 2, filming in April/May. Matt Reeves said, this is a bunch of Batman stuff. Finally, new villain that we've never done before. And
Good.
he said that stuff is going to start coming out soon because they're getting going on
Why?
that.
So
So,
who's
villain,
the villain?
yeah, that is a big question. Uh,
Um,
I want, I want Mad,
Mad
and I
Hatter.
I
want,
want Mad Hatter so
yeah,
bad.
I want.
They might do Hush. They might do the Court of Owls, but they'll probably save that for the third movie.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Let me grab some quick Batman.
See, I don't know Batman's comic villains as well.
I watched a video to understand what some lesser known Batman villains would be.
Hmm.
Specifically, it was a video about like how it would fit into the into newer Batman movies because everyone wants a grounded or everyone wants a psychological, thrilling,
Yes,
grounded,
please, please
and lesser known villain.
take me into Bruce Wayne's psyche. Please have him trip out in his own mind with Robert Pattinson, a psychological Batman thriller movie. Oh my God. Oh, it's just the best idea ever. And everyone who's read the script says it's better than the first. Matt Reeves says you think it's gonna be better than
Wow.
the first. They're
I
all
find that hard to believe because the first was
I don't find that
is
hard
the
to believe.
second.
It's going to be like Empire Strikes Back and A New Hope. People are going to be like, "This is the best movie ever." Next one's going
No
to come out. It's
way.
like
That would be awesome.
they're blowing this out of the water. Same with like Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. They're like they're set. It's going to be one of those ones with
I
this
think Hush would
or
fit
across the
really well.
Spider-Verse. Yeah,
The first one will be a perfect movie. Or first one was a perfect movie. The second one, I hope it is.
it's going to be the same situation. I pray it's going to be the same situation as like I said, A New Hope to Empire or Spider-Man 1 to Spider-Man 2 or like Into the Spider-Verse to Across the Spider-Verse where people always think like the first one you can't beat that. Then they make the next one they're like, "Oh my God, they somehow like blew it out of the water."
Like
Yeah.
Homecoming and Far From Home.
Yes.
Nope.
Like The Mummy and The Mummy 2.
Yes, exactly.
I would say like Lord of the Rings, but those are all like 10 out of 10, so they're
Um,
then they're all up there.
I like that the first one is called The Batman. I hope they keep the second one as The Batman Part 2 because
I did
it's
too.
like The Godfather.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I actually think for me that would be another one where the sequel is much better, but it's a minority too.
I
Um
haven't seen the sequel.
Also it's better than the first one. I watched all three in one day.
Is the third
Uh
one bad?
I actually liked it, probably for the opposite reasons that I didn't love the first one as much. Anyway, uh,
Hmm.
this isn't news, but y'all know the scene where Rick Flag Sr.
What's
arrests Superman in
Thank you.
Superman? That's filmed on the exact same place where Frank Grillo as Rumlow from Winter Soldier arrests Captain America. So he's arresting the main
That's cool.
character as like an agent for the Shield slash Argus in Superman and in Winter Soldier in the same place.
That's
That's
cool.
pretty cool. That's just Andor won Best Writing for a Drama Series at the Emmys. Hype. They won a bunch of other Emmys. They should have won more, but it's okay. And Kristen Milotti won Best Lead Actress in a Limited Series for Sophia Falcone. Off that, she will
Hmm.
not be in the Batman Part 2 because they were too deep into writing the Batman Part 2. Yeah, yeah, but we'll see.
Good.
But that also means that they plan on expanding this past the Batman Part 2, even though
Yeah.
Penguin Season 2 is not officially confirmed. So, another TV show perchance? We'll see. Um, let's see. Oh, So this is a really depressing story. At the Emmys, I'm not familiar with this man, but his name is Nate Bargatze. He started
Oh,
a
I know him.
okay. So he started an account and he said, because the how part of the Oscars last time was these long speeches, and that's been like a big thing people have been hating on. Or just people are just glazing themselves having like 10-minute speeches at the Oscars for accepting award, and that's like lame. So he started a countdown in a room full of multimillionaires. It's the Emmys. They're all actors and writers and directors. They're doing pretty well for themselves. And so it started at $100,000 and it's for charity. And he said every second that someone goes less than 45 seconds in their speech, $1,000 will be added. And every time someone goes longer than 45 seconds, they will take away $1,000. By the end of the night, they had to turn the counter off because they went negative. Because in a room
Oof.
full of people who could give so much to that charity, they were just glazing themselves on their own speeches to the point where they lost $100,000 for charity.
Um,
Disgusting. However,
Untrue, technically, because they did end up donating two hundred and
I was
fifty
about to,
thousand
well, I'm
dollars.
getting to that. At the end, Nate Bargatze was like, "Well, this was kind of sad, so I am personally going to give $150,000, and CBS is also going to give $150,000."
Yeah.
And so, good ending in terms of he's a good guy, and CBS was really nice. So depressing that a room full of people
I
of
just
that
don't
stature could not shut up to give money to charity.
I don't know that I agree with the premise or even the idea that they didn't know about it. Like I understand the
I get
sentiment
that.
of wanting them to shut up. I don't like it when rich people talk too long either. But like
Jump scaring for like
I feel
45
like it's
seconds. I can get
I
that.
feel like it's like his job as a host is to entertain, and they don't have any respect for him. Why do they care? If they want to show good face by donating to this charity, they can all donate $100,000 themselves and see no dent to their lifestyle at all. I just don't think it was a good idea, largely. I think it was
I
kind of
can
Mhm.
see
stupid.
that. Jump scaring them with that kind of if it was unexpected. Yeah.
Ah,
Especially since like the Emmys are a little different with the Oscars because with the Oscars it's usually some famous person that's been famous for years and they can talk and like a lot of people know them versus the Emmys it's like more unknown like writers they have more categories that kind of deserve to talk longer kind of.
yeah,
So yeah, that's a very interesting situation.
which is unfortunate because Nate Bargatze he is funny. He is a funny comedian. I enjoy watching him. And it makes me sad that that's literally his only joke for the evening was a stupid gimmick. So that was very disappointing
Yeah.
all across the board.
Yeah.
Just not enjoyable.
Yeah, I can see
Mm.
that. Just bad, weird. Uh, they also confirmed, which we'll get to as well. The Batman 2 officially Elseworlds is not DCU. That's good.
Awesome.
Yeah, good.
That's
Good
good.
stuff.
I
Finally,
yeah,
confirmation on that.
yeah, I'm happy. They said the villain will also be connected to Bruce's life and history.
Hush.
Yeah, yeah, Mad Hatter.
Who is Hush canonically?
He is one of Bruce Wayne's childhood friends. Um, I don't know his lore that well, if I'm
It's a
being for
whole
real.
thing. The Hush book is kind of weird. But long story short, one of Bruce Wayne's childhood friends, but it's like a bad mystery book because there's this new villain called Hush, and you're also introducing because the deal with Batman hit detective story is since Batman has an established lore, if there's this new mass killer at the same time, you're bringing up this new character that we've never seen before. Who do you think the killer is? Like
Yeah.
what? And
Hmm.
so they just need to like not do what they did in that book because that's one of the worst parts of that book is that the mystery sucks because
The
it's
only option there would be to introduce like an ensemble at the same time, which would be really hard to do.
yeah, or just I don't know, just take Hush in name only and let Matt Reeves make a new Batman villain. Honestly, at this point, also Daredevil Born Again renewed for season 3. Great, that's good news. Um, that means that he is going to probably be one of the MCU franchises, quote unquote, that's gonna survive the soft reboot of Secret Wars. Because if season 2 comes out in 2026, it wouldn't, and then Doomsday comes out, it wouldn't make for season 3 to happen after Doomsday before Secret Wars, I would assume. So that means he's surviving the reboot, and we'll get more Daredevil. That's good news.
The
This is
first trailer, go ahead.
There you go.
First trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu has been
Yeah,
released.
yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll get there. Um, so this is bad. This is bad movie news. This sucks. An AI Stan Lee will be placed outside of CinemaCon, and people will yap to it.
I read that
It's
half asleep. I thought that was fake.
Nope. That's
Uh,
distasteful.
News: Zach Kreger confirms he plans to write a weapons prequel about Aunt Gladys.
I don't care. Like that. I don't care about her character.
That is
Why?
not that. Screw you, Zach Kreger. I don't hate that movie actually. I hate a lot of the stupid decision making in that movie though,
Her character was
and
a
the way he
lot.
responded to it, where he's like, "Well, I mean, if you like, it's kind of part of it." No, brother, stop coping. Just say you made a stupid decision. Obviously, you're not going to do that. But it's like trying to be like, "Oh, the characters are actually dumb." It's not my writing that's dumb. It's just that the characters are
That's so lazy. It's
stupid.
so
It's
lazy.
so lazy. And you're telling me you're gonna I want you're telling me that I expect goodness out of a prequel story about a villain as if like that movie's gonna be like compelling with story. It, I don't care. This villain it works as a villain of a horror movie. Why do we need to see a prequel?
What? And there's no way he's gonna be able to successfully make anyone care about her character because she's not likable at all. A and B, she's a villain. Like she's not like an anti-hero. She just is evil. And
Yeah.
I like that she's just evil for weapons
hmm
and they don't try to humanize her character. But if they give her a prequel movie, they have to humanize her character, and that's
Right.
gonna ruin it. Because you can't. You can't effectively do that. Not for her character.
That's why
That's
I'm scared if they ever make a Palpatine slash Darth Plagueis prequel show. Is I think it could be really good if they don't humanize him and just make it all about cool Sith lore. And it'd be bad if they tried to like give him some whatever love interest and then stupid humanize you don't humanize Darth Sidious, bro. You don't do that. You don't humanize Voldemort. You don't humanize Darth Sidious. That's not the
yeah,
point of those characters. L.
yeah,
Hell.
agreed.
So good news. So the bad news is always Marvel. It's always a whole long conversation of trying to cope for 20 minutes. But on the other side is always good news. Brave and the Bold officially has a good story and they're getting going. And that is as of today. And so this,
Officially has a good story.
yes. So the
What
script
does
is
that mean?
like coming together. And this is the first time we have heard James Gunn say anything about this movie since 2023 when he said that's part of the DCU. We've seen Batman and
Okay.
Creature Commandos, and then there was always a whole debate of, well, what is he, in Matt Reeves. Thankfully, they're not doing that. 6, 7. Um, and one trip.
I'm not doing that.
Do it.
I'm
They made
cutting
us look
this out.
stupid. Now we
Do
just
it.
look stupid.
I'm gonna edit an AI cum face on you. You
Got
have
a
a
bit of a
cum
cum
face.
face. Got a bit of a cum face.
You got a bit of
Especially
a
once I
cum
bleach my
face.
hair, I'll have a bit of a cum face.
Maybe I could.
You gotta put a little cum on this face. Whoa!
Anyway, Batman.
That is disgusting.
I'm excited for Batman.
That's not disgusting. It's something people have been doing since the dawn of time.
Um,
Okay. We will be releasing a boys only version that features the 30-second conversation that was just happening.
Join the
It
And the
Patreon.
was a
girls'
reference. It
version will
was a
be the
reference.
exact same. The girls'
A li-
version will be the exact same, except without that.
It's for patrons only. This is
yes,
for
it's for
Instead,
patrons
patrons only.
not.
during that 30 seconds, we will play a clip of like Taylor Swift or something.
Yeah, some
An
like
episode, just a video of Among Us characters.
Yeah. What? Wait,
Another
no.
another reference. Another little reference for
Yes.
you.
Batman Brave and the Bold.
That was episode 17 and
Look up,
27.
everyone look up Nate Mann and listen to his voice because he is my personal casting for Batman. He is like a couple years younger than David Cornsweet. It's perfect. I'm looking at Batman when I see his face. He looks like he has much better acting chops than Brendan Sklenar. He is my pick. I want him as Batman so bad. James Gunn said that a big name actor wanted to talk to him about playing Batman, and James was like, I don't really want that. Which I want
Why?
to know who that actor is. I've heard people wanting Jake
Henry
Gyllenhaal as
Cavill.
Batman, and I want them to die.
Yeah, I hate that.
Jake
Yeah,
Gyllenhaal as
that
Batman.
guy's voice sounds like Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I would want him as Batman. But I also think it's really cool how like in this week someone also said that it was an agent that works for Marvel. He's like, yeah, we used to have a lot more big actors always wanting to be in these movies, but we don't have as much of that anymore. And then
Really?
We have James Gunn over here saying, "Oh yeah, we have a really big star that wants to play Batman," and he's always talking about how he talks with like big stars about wanting to do projects and stuff. People are just they're just going back to DC, and Marvel's only
The
hope is
the
Doomsday.
pendulum is swinging.
Pendulum is swinging. It should just I just hope it swings to the middle. You know, I like both. I want them to both be good. If you
Yes, I
if you want Marvel movies to be bad or you want certain DC movies to be bad, you're an idiot. You should want them
agreed.
both to
Yeah.
be good.
It makes me happy
Hate
that
hating.
we're getting the Marvel DC comic collab again.
Hmm.
Because if we actually see those two companies working together again, at least in one sphere of their work, then I
Yeah.
I have hope for the cinematic versions of for both companies. Because if we can get them to work together in that sense, I think you could get some
Yeah.
really fantastic movies.
I agree. And James Gunn and Kevin Feige, when asked about a Marvel DC crossover, have both said that would be cool. Plus, they've worked together, obviously, because they're Guardians.
Hmm.
And if they do like I can just I would totally mess with that. Not like whole big universe, everyone, but maybe like certain characters from both. I'd totally mess with
I
that.
think that's perfect.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Um, they posted a picture of the script James Gunn did for Man of Tomorrow, and it's got a brain on it. It's gonna be Brainiac. Finally, they're totally doing Brainiac. Lex
Fine.
Luthor and Superman team up for Brainiac.
Brian.
I'm so excited for that movie. The more I think about it, and he also confirmed that it is like it's just as much a Lex Luthor story as it is a
Brian.
Superman story. And I think that that is perfect. And maybe even if you make it more of a Lex Luthor story than a Superman story, which
Yeah.
part of that is they share the title Man of Tomorrow.
Brian.
The difference is Superman is given that title, whereas Lex gives it to himself. And yeah, I just want to see them like interacting more. And that's just good for building the universe, obviously, because main character and other main character, or main villain and main character.
Thanks, T'Challa.
Thank you, T'Challa.
Friend of the podcast.
For the podcast. Thank you for sponsoring T'Challa.
He wasn't able to make it today because oh wait. We're
Oh,
talking about the young T'Challa here.
okay.
Wait, what'd you
Almost made a
say?
reference that would have been devastating.
We almost got canceled.
What happened? Do we need to cut it? Was it bad? What was it?
Just referencing a very lovely, famous man's uh, untimely passing away.
Yeah.
I was at a wedding. That was like shocking. That was like that sucked.
It happened at a wedding? I thought he died in his
No, he
sleep.
learned about it at a wedding.
Oh, yeah. Did he die the same year as Sam Lee?
No, he died in 2019. Stanley died before Endgame came out.
What bro said.
We just told you.
Yeah. Just wanted to fact check you.
I'm
I
a
remember
check
where I
you.
was. We were in Mr. Denny's class or no, we were in Coach AB's class when Stanley died.
I was in my GT class when Stanley died in
I
sixth
don't
grade.
remember where I was.
Where were you when Stanley died?
Probably in the bathroom taking a poop.
I was
I spent a lot of
I
time
think you were
there.
there actually.
Was I?
Bro, oh my God, one of my biggest regrets in all of school is that I go to the bath. Okay, so we're messing with scissors in Mr. Denny's class, and I freaking cut myself. So I'm in the bathroom, and on my way back, I see Mr. Denny like doing this to Trejo outside, and like they look disturbed. I'm like, what just happened? I get in the class, and everyone's like talking. I'm like, dude, what just happened? They're like, Jared's just pinned Matthew Trejo up against the wall, and I was like, what? And I was
That was
so
a
mad that I
crazy
missed
thing to
that. I
miss.
can't believe I missed that, bro. Uh,
That meant he snapped. He finally snapped.
y'all,
Unk
everyone,
snapped.
I'm so
Unk
mad.
snapped, man. He's building up.
Did Unk snap on this beat?
I'm so mad, dude. That would have been so cool to watch.
It
Anyway,
was. It was. You missed out.
yeah. So the Mandalorian movie trailer was actually supposed to come out last week, but then Jimmy Kimmel was not allowed to speak because of reasons. Thankfully, he is returning tomorrow. Very good because I like freedom of speech. Thankfully he got that back, and yeah, that was a pretty bad situation overall.
So I'm gonna halt the statement on freedom of speech here because he worked for a private organization. They can do whatever the stink they want. They didn't infringe his rights. He
It's
just
not a
had
freedom of
consequences for
speech
his
thing.
actions.
It's just a stop being a little snowflake thing.
What bro said.
And it's
True.
completely unrelated to, it's not even about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, that's the
He
issue.
was just making fun of Trump,
Yeah. If
which
anything,
I
it is actually defensive of Charlie Kirk.
I agree.
But
What do you mean defensive of Charlie Kirk?
He was making fun of
because
how
it's
Trump
criticizing
reacted to his
Trump's,
death.
Oh, I get
yeah.
what you're saying. Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. Thankfully he's back. Good news.
agreed.
He finally reached a settlement with Disney, and it said that they did not make huge compromises and that Jimmy can say what he wants to say on his own show.
Hmm.
Good stuff. So,
W. Jimmy.
yeah. And it's funny because no one, Jimmy Kimmel's not the most liked guy. So everyone was like, I can't believe we have to defend Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Most of the opinions I've seen is like it's just people don't care about Jimmy Kimmel, but then they started actually paying attention to him.
Yeah.
Just because like yeah, I don't really care for what this guy has to say necessarily, but like he shouldn't be silenced,
Hmm.
which is
Yeah,
W.
because Stephen Colbert also, I mean, his show's done this year
Love
because they
Stephen
didn't
Colbert.
make enough money, I guess. I love hearing him talk about Lord of the Rings. He's such a big Lord of the Rings guy. He can like you ask him when something happens and he'll like tell you what chapter and what page of the books. It's
That's
pretty awesome.
crazy.
Yeah. Um true. We should have a whole Lord of the Rings day too, actually, at some point. Like a
I
week
haven't
or
watched Lord of the
whatever.
Rings either in freaking years upon years.
Yeah, while we're at that, we should have a whole evil bong day.
Yes, yes. Then the day after we should have a Killer Clowns from Outer Space Day. And then after that we should have a beach day where we talk about the beach that makes you old and the beach that kills you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Minions,
And then rubber.
Rubbers
We could
for the
have a tire.
Minions.
No,
We could have a tire day.
not rubbers. Nope. Just rubber.
Anyway, Mandalorian movie trailer came out. People are hating on the cinematography, and I can see why because Star Wars movies have this reputation of like even the bad movies look gorgeous. And this movie trailer did not look as good as other Star Wars movies. It looks more aligned with a Disney Plus looking thing. And the DP on that was from TV shows like this, like the cinematographer. So he worked on TV shows, not movies. And I don't like that. However, I do like the vibe of the trailer. It seems like they're like not it's not trying to be a huge thing. They're just trying to like calmly bring back Star Wars movies and just have little elements of Star Wars in it. So you just see like an AT-AT, you see some cool practical effect aliens, and you see Baby Yoda, and everyone likes Baby Yoda. So
Yeah.
as a Star Wars shill, I like it too because I like Star Wars anyway. So yeah. Uh, that's all I got, chat.
We also have the Elden Ring movie. We don't have a date on that yet.
Oh, dude, that could be awesome. That could be really
See,
sick.
I actually okay, so as as a man with 600 hours in Elden Ring, the whole point of that game is you play it however the stink you want. You pick whatever build you want. You can fight whatever freaking bosses you want for the most part. Now, they obviously have like main bosses that you have to fight, but like there are literally like this probably second quarter of this game is literally about you choosing what bosses you want to fight so you can move on to the next area and you don't have to fight all of them.
Hmm.
And it's things like that where like, okay, how are we going to take a game that prides itself on replayability and the ability to play it in a lot of different ways, and then we're going to give it one streamlined plot that has to be like it has to be through one direction, and that kind of takes the soul of the games out, I feel. Um, by
What game is
making
this
it,
again?
huh?
What game is this again?
Elden Ring.
Ah, yes.
Also for a notably faceless protagonist. Like I'm worried. But like on a visual standpoint, this could be a beautiful movie based on what they have to work with. Because you think of the underground cities, you think about Noxtella and Nokron, and then you think about like the Lake of Rot is a very visually stunning experience. You think about walking out of the first steps out of Grace. You think about the mountaintops of the Giants. You like all of Liurnia, Altus Plateau, freaking like it. There's so many places that if visited could be really cool. Is that the mountaintops of the Giants? Like the forge, the freaking
I don't know what happened.
I like the Erd tree would be sick. I don't know. I really don't want it to be a Dungeons and Dragons situation. Um, and I don't want them to make it really lighthearted because it's awful. Like plot wise, a lot of really evil stuff happens,
Make
and I
sure
don't want
it's
them to lighten
rated
the mood
R.
for that. It needs to be rated R.
Yeah.
Um, I think honestly, if we had some kind of movie that shows the lore, because George R. R. Martin is involved in the writing process, as he was for the game.
Mm.
Um, so it's fantastic that he's involved in the writing process for the movie. Um, but like if we got to visually see the fight between Melania and Radon, that would be sick because just a little snippet we get of that in the intro for the game and the trailer, freaking sick. That would be so awesome to watch. You get to see like Morgott fight and take the throne for the Erd Tree. Like there's so much that would be really cool to witness on screen, but I don't want it to just be, hey, look at this. Oh, hey, look at this. Like I want it to be a
Yeah.
movie, and I'm really worried that they're not going to be able to do that effectively.
Could either be really good or really bad, from what I
Yes.
am understanding.
I don't know. I don't even, I just open the game. Add a little intro music along with that heavy bass.
That was
I want to see if that worked. Oh, speaking of Chris, you talking about some, what was it?
what is you talking about?
You were talking about some
I love that
DPs.
Aquafina joke.
Now we talking about DP on the podcast. Ooh.
I got a bone to pick.
Was
What?
that funny?
That
That
was
was a joke for you because he says, uh, he says, he says I got a bone to pick with you. No, he says I got a boner
This
pick.
is actually kind of hype. So the director for
thank
Elden
you.
Ring,
Good joke.
the
Yeah, my
director
Burt
for
was
Yeah,
Elden Ring is Alex Garland, who directed Ex Machina,
oh,
yeah.
what? Okay.
and all
He's
of
an
28.
A24 guy.
He did a lot of Rogue One as well.
He directed Civil War, which I remember being well received, though I haven't
Me,
seen it.
me like Rogue One.
He did direct.
Um,
He
Or wait,
directed
no, I'm
Rogue
thinking
One.
of Gareth Edwards. Alex Garland is Ex Machina guy. I forgot. I'm thinking of two different. I always mix them up because what did a Rogue One guy do? There's some other movie that like reminds me of Civil War, I think. The creator.
ah,
He also did the new Jurassic World movie, but that wasn't good. apparently.
The new Trip's newest edition of the top songs of all time features a new number one. A number one that was much lower. The
Okay,
number one
we
is
can move
now
on.
the number 15. This is the number one for you.
We're gonna get
And we have a
copyright.
DMCA strike.
Yeah, are we gonna get? It's okay. I was just.
I'll put little sound effects over it.
Will you? Or is Chris editing this as he always does?
I'll
Chris,
edit it. You
edit.
can timestamp it. You can add the description stuff. I will edit it and I will upload it. If you want to add timestamps to the other,
Oh, are they super DMCA?
nah, we're not very famous yet. We just
We're also not monetized yet.
yeah.
There, that's my timestamp.
Good point. That was your timestamp.
Um,
You don't have to make faces.
Where is the timestamp? I can't see how long we've been going.
no,
Ooh,
I'm
That's
timestamping
your
it based
that's
off
that's
of
your timestamp, bro.
my timestamp is based off of the visual cue that I just gave.
Okay.
Are you gonna
I
do
actually
that
am
from
curious.
now on?
Can we see how long this is? Is that something we can do?
It's been about 2 hours. We started at like 4:40, so we're at like.
Did we? I thought we said, oh,
But no, not until after. No, because
okay.
we are like, let's wait till 5, but we didn't, and it was like it was.
Yeah, I was just drunk on Jeebers.
Was that screen
Oh,
sharing?
what? It's really
So
unprofessional, guys. What are we doing? Let's
this
let's
is
see. Let's get our guests written down. So Shelby will be in the Harry Potter episode. Bennett. Oh, next week we will have our first guest. That's kind of big news.
You have Bennett next week?
We have Bennett next week, and we're gonna talk about one battle
yes.
after another. That's this guy.
Ooh.
Oh, I love that man.
It is I, Bennett Ratledge.
Good stuff. Good old teaser. Um,
Hello.
in the time being, these are the top 25 songs of all time. I'm not formatting it in the way that I usually would.
I told him we just played that on the podcast and hyped you up for next week. So yeah, we're gonna do one battle after another review with Bennett Ratledge, the first ever guest on Family Group Chat. Pretty exciting. And I'm excited for this week because this weekend is gonna be crazy. I'm seeing Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, and one battle after another. That is a crazy good
Yeah,
week.
you've been hyping this up for a while. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
I'm
an
excited.
event.
This is gonna be a great movie weekend.
Um, this is my top 10. Uh,
Those are like overlapping almost.
okay. Actually, I'll drop my top 15 because I want to shout out my girl.
Oh, Rod?
Yeah.
Chris, what's your list?
I'm not doing that. It's too much work.
Yeah, and you'll get so much hate for it. You couldn't even imagine.
I don't think I will. I think y'all will just. I think y'all, like y'all said last time, y'all are just more music-oriented human beings.
Well, yeah, you'll get hate by music-oriented human beings.
Those really
Bub.
don't exist that much, guys.
People like listening to music.
No, they
in
don't. They hate
albums.
it. People hate music.
That's what I thought. These are the top 15 songs, the undisputed.
I write my own. I'm writing my own list of stuff I want to do.
No Surprises by Radiohead. It goes like this. Do 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 do
You played it.
do do
You realize you could also get a
do.
DMCA for singing that.
You also played it anyway. So
Why?
you're just
It's my
tracking.
song.
That's-
It's called
No, that's not how that works.
Listen. Listen, I'm gonna have a word with this DMCA. Don't mess with me.
Let's talk about your DMCA.
Let's talk about your DMCA. I'm writing down guests. Jake wants to come on. Here, our guest
It'll be very entertaining.
Bennett will be next week, one battle after another. Shelby will just be whenever we get to the Harry Potter extravaganza. Gambaro, we'll see. Definitely Doomsday. I mean, that's in like a year from now, but we'll probably have him on at some point before that. Harrison, we got to do like some game for that guy. We got to figure it out.
Interesting.
I think said we didn't do a game this week because there was so much to talk about. So suck it up.
Gone. Thank you, Igor. Finale, Tale of Two Cities, Are We Still Friends? Fear by Kendrick. How to Disappear Completely. Semi. Think About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst by Kendrick. As the World Caves In. Paranoid Android, Sound of the Times, Pride, Scared of My Guitar, 2009, Egypt, and What's Wrong. What's Wrong was my number one. It is now my number 15
Because it sucks. It's the worst song ever.
because the lyrics are subpar in comparison to most of the top, and the production is good, but not enough to make up for its lack of lyrical power. However, for a song like of the songs up here, it is most certainly lyrically the worst. However, it's a hip hop song, but it's pretty impressive. It is one of the best hip hop songs of all time. I will say, I do think it is the best hip hop song of all time. I have trouble considering 2009 Fear and Pride as actual hip hop. And Gone Gone Thank You and Are We Still Friends? I also have trouble counting there. Or I should say rap, I guess. But that's what's up.
More like yap.
Hold on, I'm almost to 50.
Chris, whenever a song has lyrics,
On the rare occasion that a song has lyrics, yes. What about it? What is you
Chris
what is
doesn't like
you
whenever
Tom?
songs have lyrics.
What is when you, it's not at all like
Chris
that's just
doesn't like
not a true
whenever a
sentence.
song has lyrics and are portrayed in some way other than melodic.
Because songs are for singing, words are for saying.
That's such an
That is
awful
a
opinion.
ridiculous take.
No, it's not what it's what I like. It's not what I think is good or bad. I just don't like that type of music. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just not what I like
You're saying songs are for singing. That is definitely a take.
because it's funny rage bait because you talk about it all the time.
Well, you know what? Rage bait is gonna get you sent straight to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Right there
well that's not
with
exactly what
Small.
one time I like made a joke to Mr. Brigham, but like the joke was that I was saying something not true and I then the next sentence explained it wasn't and he goes in front of everyone goes, "You know what they say about liars in the Bible, Chris?" I was like, "What?" He says they go to hell." And I was like,
Thank you, Brigham.
"Yeah." Everyone was like, "What the bro, what are you talking about?"
Here's my top 50 albums.
I've been scrolling through it on my recorded end, so they
We're all here. Yeah. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but form your opinions in the comments below, guys.
yeah, we need to start we need to start just clipping our stuff and posting it on our pod like on the accounts.
I would like to go through my list of all 110 of the ones I have listed.
Okay.
I might just have that be a me thing though. I don't think that's worth the podcast.
Post it on the thing.
Yeah.
Do your own video. Post it.
What
I
the
can't wait.
stink are you doing?
Oh,
Raid has happened.
I can't wait for Shat Chat. We can do Shat Chat whenever.
We can chat whenever chat.
Hmm
Hmm
That'll be quite humorous. How are we gonna do that, by the way?
We will find a time,
But
find some time
like, what are we gonna
to do
Do
record?
something.
something.
But like the thing with recordings is it'd have to be on Zoom, and so like my whole recording setup is on my computer, which is not. I can't take this to the bathroom. So,
You can try and zoom on your phone.
oh,
We just FaceTime and record the FaceTime.
is that
That
good?
works.
Is FaceTime?
Excuse me.
Can you do that well?
I was typing fast.
Can you do that?
11. Pride. Kidank.
Yes.
Ugh. Ratchet. Isaiah Ratchet.
Kindi.
That's how you spell it.
It's not. It's Rashad.
I
Yep.
Christoen.
Rashad is also spelled with a C though, but it is Rashad as he says it.
I'm never wrong. Christoen. Hold on, I need to go in with my red pen.
This is like the freaking Mario essay you're hitting me with right here.
You can't just say for chance, bro.
One of the settings for the pin is called stroke thickness.
Yeah, brother. You never
Our
heard of it?
Wes, our Wes till friends.
Hey, check this out. Oh, you want an answer to your question?
How to disappear completely.
This sucks. How do I undo? Let me change my stroke thickness.
Oh, is that the Superman logo?
Let's get in there, chat. Specifically, the Kingdom Come / Superman 2025 logo.
Mm. Yeah.
Good book. Give me
Good
yellow.
bowl.
Yeah, is there like a little paint bucket thing? Is that a thing I can do? Because I
What the frick?
wanna do that. Why can I not do it? Where's paint bucket? Lasso.
How do I get rid of this shape? The frick?
Oh, go away. What is this?
You can backspace that, John.
Yeah. Hey, stop. Superman does not stand for come. Get that out of here. Oh, Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come. You gotta be some loyal
Oh my,
followers
where did
of
you
the
put it? Give it back. You know what? You know what?
No, frick. What's going on?
Podcast over. We're ending it here.
only our only
Boom.
our most loyal listeners have stuck through this chicanery.
The chicanery is over. You forgot the U, by the way. You forgot it all the way over here.
Yeah, you is still by
What
golly,
did
how
you
far are
minimize it?
y'all? Where are y'all? Holy.
You know what? Podcast over.
Join us next time. Oh, where the all right, bro.
Peace out.
Peace out.